What's up, everybody? Tonight we poolside. Let me know if you guys can hear pretty well. Because, like I said, this is my first time ever live streaming outside at the pool, but it's hot out here. I mean, it's still 102 degrees and it's 10:45 at night. I'm not driving tonight. I went out earlier today, did two quick rides, made like $85. It was nothing, like I said, but it's way too hot to be out here driving. So I decided to bring all my equipment out here. Like, I even got the microphone, everything's out here. I brought everything outside. And it's like the AC is okay, but even in there, I'm still burning up. So I'm like, well, let me get out, swim for a while. I got the dog over here. He's ripping and running through the thing. He'll probably, well, I don't have the camera aiming at him, so you can't see him. What up, Black Wolf, my man Steve? Yeah, you can't see the dog over here. He's pacing back and forth because he wants his water hose I got in the water. I had to put the water hose in the water because the water is so warm. It's like bath water right now. This is crazy. I was like, man, it's like even with the bath water. And also, for all you people who are in the membership group, I gave you some new emojis today. Hey, I was in there cracking up laughing. So you guys got new emojis that you can use. I think anybody on the live stream can use the emojis. I'm not 100% sure because I've never used them, but I always put them in there so give people different things what they can, click on, laugh at, whatever, crack up. I don't know if you have to be a member to use them or not, but whatever. But man, how are you guys doing out there tonight? Is anybody out there working? Because like I said, it was blazing hot today. I got up this morning. I mean, I was soaking the truck down. I had the water hose on top of the truck because I park it up under a canopy, but I'm like running straight water. I cooled the whole truck off, got it all cooled down and everything. Went up, picked up my early morning client, got her to work. I got to pick her up again Friday when she gets back in town. Then I picked up my morning people to the airport, got them, parked the trucks. It's been parked all day. I'm like, I can't do it, man. I think it was 114 today on my phone, 114. Dogs wouldn't even come outside. When it gets that hot, you can't even mess with it. So I was like, forget it, man. Took me a nap, woke up. I was going to barbecue, but I was like, yeah, I'm not barbecuing. Forget that. Decided to come out and say, I'm going to live stream today, but I wasn't live streaming from that room, man. That room get hot. That sun be hitting that wall over there. Nah, forget that. So I'm like, man, if anybody out there is driving, making money, good luck. Because, I mean, with the record, I heard Vegas got a consecutive, 5 days. I think it was 5 days they had over 100 degrees or something like that. It was crazy. And I'm like, yeah, my car is in for AC service tomorrow. Before it should be ready by noon. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, everybody's cars are getting beat up out here. And I did a short the other day, and everybody's like, well, don't your car got AC? These are clearly people who they're W-2 people that only drive their cars maybe 10, 15 miles a day. When you run in a car 300 miles a day, 250 miles a day, your car is going to have some issues because it's running that compressor the entire time. You're running tires, you're running those belts, everything's going, man. So this is raining here in Uber, offering low pay. What up, Triple AZ, my brother? It's 117 today. Jeez, crazy, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get out, man. It was just raining here in Uber off stupid low pay. Yeah, and y'all saw that other short I just put out. Uber talking about some, hey, you guys want to recommit to the guidelines, man? Fuck them guidelines. We ain't trying to mess with y'all. They see what we doing. They see drivers waking up, realizing we're independent contractors. They don't want to call us employees, and we cool with it. We cool. Don't call me no employee. But that means I have a right to talk to this rider and give this rider other options that they don't even know exist. It's not up to Uber to tell these riders about other options. It's not up to Lyft to tell these people about other options. It's up to us. If we're going to protect our community, it's up to us to give these people other options. We're the only hope they got. Because Uber's going to be like, I'm sorry, man, this ride is $83. I'm sorry, it's $83. And what they going to pay the driver? $33, keeping $50? And they think that's the only option right there? No, that's not the only option. Will's like, hey, you know what? I don't know how much you paid. Normally, I do this ride for about $50-$60. Oh, man, I paid $83. Dude, I tell you what, we got other apps we can use. If you guys want to save some money, we got other apps. We're agents for ourselves. We're not agents for Uber. We're not agents for Lyft. We don't got to deal with them, man. It's like, I'll give them guidelines, and everybody in the guidelines was like, yeah, y'all can get guidelines on these nuts. I was dying laughing, man. San Francisco is freezing 56. What up, Melly Mel, my brother? Says carne asada at Jeff House. Who's down? Hey, right around the corner, they got the big food truck, man. I might have to go over there and cook dinner because I'm not turning this oven on. It's hot tonight, man. And I mean, it's been consecutively this hot for so many days in a row. I had to go out there today. Like I had to let air out of one of my tires because I run them about 35 and it was at 42 and it kept staying at 42. So I let air out of it all the way down to about 36. I'm gonna see if it pumps back up because that heat is out there just, man, it's getting the inside of those tires hot. And that's how people are blowing their tires out there, man. I was like, forget that shit. I can't do it. What's up, pup? You want to come over here? You want to come on this side? You want to come on this side? Shit, he ain't coming over here. That dog's crazy, man. He come over here and he get the ripping and running, jumping all over. Get that shit. That's why I'm like, man, I got to get in the pool today. I'm not, and this water is not as cold as it should be. And that's why I got the water hose running in here, add more cold water to it, man. I can't do it. Oh, yeah, winter air. He said, you need some winter air. Exactly. Put some nitrogen in there. Hey, if we put nitrogen in there, we'll be okay. Shit. But yeah, I got probably about 7 appointments lined up. So I got about 7 appointments lined up. And I think average is probably about $60. So I got about $420 worth of appointments, and they're all easy. They're all quick appointments. And a lot of them are round trip, taking people to the airport, picking them when they come back in town. A lot of Phoenix people are like, hey, man, I'm not paying these airport prices. I'd rather just give you the money. And that's what Uber is upset about. Like I said, when I did that short, they're upset that our communities, our real communities, they talking about we're community guidelines. You're not a community. You're tech. You're tech that's ripping us off. Don't try to call yourself community like you part of the community. You're not community. You're ripping communities off. You're taking the economy out of our communities. We're the real community, and we're the ones saving everybody. And that's what they're upset about. They're trying to brainwash people. Come back to Uber. Come back. You know what I'm saying? Just come on in and we'll have a chat about it. If it ain't about money, we're not talking about it. If it ain't money, we're not dealing with it. What's up, puppy dog? What's up, bud? Yeah, but I'm not dealing with that, man. If it ain't talking about money, don't even bother me because I know exactly what they're doing, man. Yeah, Uber has cut the trip cost so low here. Hire so many drivers, it's next to impossible to convert. Yeah. And I was looking at something today. I think it was $35. $35 was the trip. 35. I charged the lady 20. It was $35 for the trip. Doing the trip actually on Hum, it would have paid 36. So I gave her like a $16 discount, but it's one of my regular clients. And I was like, yeah, I could do it. It's $20. Don't worry about it. Oh, pick me up when I come. All right, I'll pick you up. So it's like a $40 round trip. But the thing is that Uber had it running at like I said, $35 was their Uber X, $35. Hum had it running, and I did it on Hum because I put it on commercial insurance. It was 36. So now Uber is trying to undercut any app they see out there. And I think they're watching our channels and understanding how our pricing structure is working. And they're trying to set their algorithms to make sure they pay us less than what Hum is even paying. And like I said, Hum pays $5 for a pickup, $1 for your first, $1 per mile, and then 25 cents a minute. So every 4 minutes, you're getting an extra $1. So every mile you go, you're getting $1. Uber's trying to undercut that right now. And they're talking about let's recommit to the guidelines. Man, you out your damn mind. You out your mind. I'm not committing to no guidelines that's paying me less and less and less. Shit, I'm out it. He said, it's Speedo Wednesday. Shit. We don't do that around here. We don't wear Speedos. We're not French, goddammit. We don't do that shit. Like James said, they do that in Brazil. He said that before. They do that in Brazil. Like, jeez, man. I'm getting a lot of passengers who speak English, hard to convert. Who don't speak English, that's what you probably mean. Who don't speak English, Black Wolf, you're getting a lot of passengers who don't speak English, hard to convert. And if you're doing a lot of airport, yeah. What was that? 14 miles, $18 passenger cost. Exactly, because they're not trying to give us any leeway so we can actually go out there and make money. They're not giving us any leeway. So I'm like, nope. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Don't. Superman said, number dudes in here, I'm out, real talk. Get the fuck out of here, man. We don't give a fuck about you. It's like, shit, we'll give a shit about you. We don't even know who the fuck you are. I ain't never seen your name on my channel anyways. Like, shit. This motherfucker, a pervert, bouncing around the internet in the middle of the night looking for women. You fucking perv. It's like, we're in here talking business. Sorry we own pools and shit like that. We own motorcycles and cars. Sorry we got money. And you walking around being perverted and shit, looking for little girls on the internet at fucking 11 o'clock at night. Man, go take your ass to sleep. You fucking, I'm telling you, man, these motherfucking perverts is everywhere. Remember that name, Superman Clark Kent Sr. He's a pervert. This motherfucker bouncing over the internet looking for little girls and shit. Exactly. Man, we in here talking business. This motherfucker, like I said, I go to beaches, I go to pools, I go to basketball courts. I don't play football, every sport. If you see a dude walking around, you don't go, oh my God, I'm gay because I'm looking at it. Man, fuck you. If you insecure in yourself, you weird. You weird. I'm played sports way too many years. And you walking around, oh, too many guys in here. You apparently ain't been to a locker room before. Because there ain't nothing but guys in there, motherfucker. Like you see a girl in the locker room, you're probably in the wrong locker room. Shit. We in this motherfucker talking business right now. And this dude on the internet looking for goddamn girls to be perverted with. Can I DM you? Can I DM you? How old are you, 13? Fucking pervert. Get off my channel. Oh, weird ass people. I don't fuck with people like that. Yeah, but man, it's like 11 o'clock. And the temperature is not dropping, dude. It is not dropping. It's still what? It's circulating right now. It's cycling. 102, 11 o'clock at night, man. I can't believe it. And it's like normally about now, it's always dropping. It's down to about 88, 87. Man, it's at 102 right now, almost 20 degrees hotter than what it normally is. He says, I identify as a pervert, this mother. For real. Dude coming to my, there's number dudes in here. I'm looking for some little girls. Like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. We talking business, man. We trying to get money. We ain't worried about your ass. It's like, shit. Motherfucker, you on the wrong channel. Get the fuck on somewhere. And my ass, like I said, man, 96 in Surprise right now. Yeah, because y'all kind of farther up out of the valley. We're like deep in the valley right here, man. And it's like, when the heat settles here, this shit ain't going nowhere. And that's why I'm like, nah, I'm not going out tonight. Shit, after I dropped my last client off, I looked at my gas and it was at 46 or 47 miles till empty. And I was like, I don't know when the last time I put gas in that truck. And I'm sitting there like, well, shit, I should go fill up in case I get a ride. Then I remember how hot it was. Shit, I went straight to the house. I said, no, I'm parking this month. I don't got another appointment until the 12th. Because tomorrow's the 11th. I have no appointments tomorrow. It's a free day. So I can do the apps if I wanted to, or go out and, try to convert rides or whatever it is. Nah, it's like, or I just take a day off. It's too hot, man. And it's only 2-3 months of this shit in Arizona. I'm not trying to tear my car up and not being able to drive for the next fucking 8 months because I'm rushing through a heat wave to try to make money on these low paying ass fares. If you're not paying me right, I'm not beating my car up for that. I'm too smart for that shit. Because everybody out there, oh yeah, man, I made $150. How much does it cost you at the shop to get it fixed? $890? Yeah, so you're about $700 in the hole right now, driving your car in this heat with these low ass pay out here. It's like, nah, we ain't doing that shit, man. Exactly. 102, I can't do it. Can't do it. What up, Diamond Driver? She's out in California getting it done, out there getting it done. Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Even when I come out at night, I got to spray all this shit down just so these critters can come outside because it'd be way too hot out here, man. All this concrete start retaining all that heat. It ain't shit you can do with that. It ain't nothing you can do with that. Like, man, forget that shit. But no, man, I'll probably be out for sure. I'll be out on the 12th. Tomorrow, it's gonna take somebody to offer me some money. I ain't getting out the house in this heat, man. Because these apps, today I was coming back from dropping one of my clients off. So I dropped her off. Hey, what's up, girly girl? What's up? My big husky sticking her head out the doggy door. She's like, is it safe? So I was like, all right, cool. I said, so I threw on the Uber app. I said, let me go ahead and see what they're offering. It was like $7 for 9 miles. It was like about 105 degrees outside. And you $7 for 9 miles. I'm like, nah. Anybody taking these rides? Yeah. When your car break down, you're going to be the first one mad as shit. I don't know. How come Uber ain't paying me a lot? Exactly. That's why. You want to come in? Hey, you want to come in? You want to come in the pool? You want to come in? I don't know. See, she's already shaking already. When she gets in the pool, she'll stand right there. All this shit will be soaking wet. She'll go, yeah, I'm not letting her in. She's good. You good right where you at. Man, Jose said, bro, it's legit streaming in the pool like a G. Man, hey, when it get this hot, when you got people starting to stream from swimming pools and lakes and rivers and streams and shit, yeah, it's hot. It's hot out here. Some people, when in wintertime, they stream from a campfire. Now out here, this is how we stream. Like, when it gets too hot, jump in the pool, man. My dog, she's like sticking her head through the gate like, can I come over there? Can I come over? No, because she going to jump in the pool. As soon as I let her through, she going to start swimming. What up, Papacito? What's good? What's good? I don't know. I might let her in. She's using the bathroom right now. I'm not messing with her. Says doing well, just taking it easy, watching you try to cool yourself down here. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, it is fucking hot as shit. But this, like I said, as long as it keeps your core temperature down, you good. Because sometimes I'll be live streaming, even in the room with the AC on, with the fan on me at the same time. But this is a brick house. So the house heats up so much, is that room don't even get cool. I could sit in there all day and it's like, damn, man, it's hot as hell in here. Even when I'm streaming, I can't do it, man. This is Rock G. What up, Jeff, my friend? All these times I watch you, how do you get the talent to talk, even nobody in front of you? Y'all are right in front of me. I'm seeing y'all on camera. I see all y'all names. I know who all y'all are. So it's like I'm chatting with y'all. We're talking about work. We're talking about making money. Talk about all this. Oh, hey, man, is all that. It's easy to do, brother. Easy to do. Yep, don't even want to offer any more money. They thinking about going to be out here driving 110. Screw that. Exactly. And see, and Rock, and that's the thing. We're drivers, so we're used to driving around, chatting with people who are sitting behind us. Like, we don't even see their expressions half the time. We don't see shit about them. You guys, I can at least see your names and I see what you're saying and I can respond to it. So to me, that's easy to do. It's a lot easier than talking to people in the back seat. But at least people in the back, some of them are nice. They'll volley back and forth with you. But normally, I just play some music. If they want to chat, they can. If not, I don't bother people like that. But it's like when I want to talk to my people about being out here getting this money and not being played by these apps, that's when we get down. We on the internet. We going to get down. I'm not letting you in. Get somewhere. Get. That dog wants to come in here bad. I'm like, nah, nope. I already know what's going to happen. I already know. Jump in this pool and start shaking. Water going to be all over here. Like, man. Yeah, but I hope y'all being safe out there, man. Real shit. Because it's like they had a kid went on vacation to Lake Havasu. This kid went on vacation with his parents. I think the kid was, I don't remember how, I saw it in the news or something like that, but of heat exhaustion. The kid died of heat exhaustion. This is how hot it's getting out here. People think this heat is a joke. Oh, just turn on AC. Oh, just do this. Oh, just do that. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers not getting it. This is not common. This is rare to have heat for this many days in a row, breaking records left and right. And no, just turn on AC. It'll be fine. You guys can work in this. Motherfucker, you ain't my boss. I'm not working in this shit. Nope. Yeah, 12 years old. Yeah, that's what it was, Steve. I'm like, that's sad, man. You go on vacation to a lake. You go on vacation to a lake where it's cold water and it's cooling, and you still get heat exhaustion and die. Man, I'm telling you. Because I knew I had to stream today, but I was like, man, I can't sit in this room, man. Because sitting in that chair, 4 or 5 hours, that heat is coming in from because it's still over 100 degrees at night. The house is not cooling off. The bricks are hot. The walls are hot. So I'm sitting in that chair streaming with y'all the whole time, fan on me, AC going, and I'm still not cooling off. Drinking, still not cooling off. I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to try something different tonight. It's like, forget that shit. I'm doing something different tonight. How do you feel about doing a private ride with a 13 years Escalade? Do you think a truck can get premium money? Oh, yeah. I do rides in my 2011 Jeep. I got a 2011 Wrangler, and I do private rides in that and make money in that, and I get top dollar in that. Hey, sometimes it's all about what you worth. It's your conversation. Keep your car clean. Do all that shit, man. That's what it's about. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Dante said, bro, I'm out here in Vegas. I had to take a few days off of rideshare. 118 degrees in Vegas is too much. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to tell you about in Vegas. You guys are at record right now. You guys got 5 days consecutive of like over 110 or 100 something. That shit never happens. And I lived in Vegas for 15 years. That shit never happens, man. Yep. The ones that, hey, we always in the pool around 8 p.m. Love it out here. Because people don't understand. We don't need sun. It's already over 100 degrees and it's like damn near midnight. It's like being outside in the daytime. And actually standing here in the water, after you stand for so long, you don't even feel the water in your body is the same temperature because it's so warm in here. It's not cold water. And I'm like, I got this pump running, this pool thing running. Uh-oh. It's getting a little high. I better turn it off. I better turn this shit off because I see how high it's getting at my little spigot over there because I've been running this thing for a while. Be right back. Hold up. Let me turn this water off. Jeez. What's up, Super Bear? shit. Yeah, it is hot as shit out there, man. Woo. And that ground is still hot. Like walking on this concrete, I didn't hose it off before I just jumped straight in. But yeah, man, it's fucking hot as shit out here. Fuck that. This is Arizona, man. It's breaking records out here. Sheesh. Oh, yeah, exactly, man. And that's how we do it out here. If you're in a pool at night, you don't need no sunscreen. You don't need glasses. The sun ain't cooking you when you get out the water because this shit will cook you. In the daytime, you are not walking outside. You're not. I mean, the sun is like burning you up, straight burning you up. Oh, yeah. Say, I understand. I do a Chanel and never done online live. You like Chaz Palminteri, run one-man show, the Bronx Take. I'm going to have to look at that. What is it? Chaz Palminteri. All right, I'm going to check him out. I'm going to see what he's got. Man. Sheldon, what's up, lady? Oh, yeah, 5. That's what it was. I knew the record was something like that. So it's 5 days over 115 degrees. 5 days over 115. Ain't nobody dealing with that. These apps ain't paying enough to deal with that. Like, no, man. If I'm sitting out here driving, you don't have no surge at all. I saw surge the other day. I think it was $1.25. $1.25. I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be out here with $1.25 surge. You better throw like 10, 15 out here. No, my man got a pool and everything, bruh. In Arizona, the only thing I don't like is cleaning the pool, fixing the pool pump, fixing the skimmers. I don't like maintaining a pool. I really don't. I love having one, but it's a pain in the ass more than anything else. And if you don't use your pool, it just sits all year. So even if sometimes in the winter, you can use it if the water's warm enough. But if you got a pool and you're not using it, you're maintaining it for nothing because it's a lot of work. Chlorine tablets are expensive. Always fixing bricks because it's around water. So bricks, they kind of get loose a little bit. You got to re-put concrete and shit. You got to stick tiles back on concrete. Trust me, it's crazy out here. So if I had to buy another house, I'd like to live in a community that has a pool in the community with a pool service so I don't have to do all that shit. I just want to go to it. I just want to go swim. I don't want to clean it out. I don't want to get the net and fish out fucking palm tree shit. None of that. I say, we want to watch you do the butterfly. Hell no. I can't really swim. I just kind of like doggy paddle and just swim like this. I do like the frog swim. I don't really get all into it crazy and shit like that. Nah, I'm too old for that shit. I'm more like a morning swimmer. You just dive in, you just kind of do your laps, your easy laps to kind of get your, like all your tendons and your ligaments and shit like that going. Oh, Bronx Take. I know you meant Bronx Take, like T-O-T-A-K-E, the Bronx Take. I know what you're just talking about, man. I know what you're just talking about. Yeah, man, but no, if you're in Arizona and you don't live in a community with a pool like the apartment complexes and the condo complexes, they got it made. Because they don't have to, Bronx Tail. Okay, the Bronx Tail. All right. Yeah, they don't have to clean their pool out because they got a service. The apartments do that shit. So I was like, hell yeah. When I first moved here, I lived in the apartments with the pool. Me and my son was there every day. We even barbecued at the pool. I got my barbecue grill sitting right over here. It's too hot to barbecue tonight, man. I said, Jeff, you crazy as hell. Hey, I brought everything out. Like I said, I even got the microphone out here. I got all this shit outside, man. It's like, no, it's too hot. I fucking took my whole setup down, got my lights, got all my shit back here. It's like, no, man, this is Arizona. We doing shit different. I'm not dealing with no record heats. I'm not sitting in this room sweating to death. And I appreciate you guys when y'all be rocking with me for like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Y'all be doing that. Y'all don't realize, man, I be in there sweating to death. My back be sweating. That leather chair, and that wall faces the sun. So the heat, that room is a corner room. So I got heat on both sides, sun on both sides. That room never cools down. So I be struggling in there, man. I sit in that motherfucker for 4, 5 hours chatting with y'all online, struggling. I'll be like, you know what? I got fans running, AC going, but I still rock with y'all, man. I still roll with y'all. I don't make no excuses to be like, you know what? I'm too hot. I'm going to end this live stream. I just keep rolling with that shit. I keep rolling with it, man. This is, couldn't you make a huge balcony that will block debris? Well, no, because them palm trees got this yellow stuff like this. Hold up. I know. Let me grab one. Like these little things like this, like little sticks like this. But at the end of the sticks, you get all this little stuff like, I can't even pick it up. but it looks like real small sand. And it's the pollen from these palm trees blow everywhere. It's yellow shit all over the city. It's everywhere. So even if you had a balcony, you're not gonna lose it. It gets in cars, it's in your driveway, it's in the cracks. You can get a water and hose it and wash it all on one side. Like I got it all lined up around the house because I hose everything that way. And so I got to bring the vacuum out to vacuum it all up. Because even sweeping it up and putting it in the trash, that shit ain't going nowhere. These palm trees, you got to get them cut. And I didn't get mine cut this year, but I didn't want to because I can cut mine. I got that one and that one. I got that one and that one. But my neighbor has 3. He's got 3. So if he don't cut his 3, then it's no point in me cutting my 2 because his 3 is going to put all that shit in my yard anyway. So I just spent all that money for nothing. So I wait until he cut his, then I cut mine. That's how we do it, man. That's how we do it. I just climbed the bed and got a notification you was live. I'm like, what the fuck? I know. Hey, it's a late live, man. It's a late live. I wanted to go live earlier, but I took a nap. Man, it was so hot. I did my 2 runs today, took a nap. I cleaned the cars and everything down, man. And I cleaned both cars. I was supposed to take the battery out of the Jeep to go exchange it. But I was like, because the battery died in the Jeep. It died to the point where it won't even charge up. That's how hot it got. The battery is so, I jump it, can drive it all over the neighborhood. So the alternator is perfect. But the moment you turn it off, click, 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 it ain't starting back up. And you can charge it all night. The heat expanded that battery so much, it killed the starting cells in it. So luckily the battery's only 1 year old. So I'm gonna take the battery out on a cool day and take that Jeep battery back. But right now the Jeep is down. It's just sitting in the front yard right now. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing it, man. Look, Arizona's on fire. Say I dropped my personals off the D-backs game, came home, jumped in the pool, just showered, got back in bed. It's slim pickers in Phoenix Valley for drivers. Pool is a good thing. Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, if you're not cooling out your core, and we're outside all day, and what a lot of people don't realize is that we're drivers, and when you live in a state that don't have humidity, you're not inhaling anything with moisture. You're inhaling dry air. So if you keep inhaling dry air, you're drying out your interior. That's how you get dehydrated. When you can inhale shit that's got humidity in it, you're inhaling like water vapor pretty much. There is no water vapor in Arizona. Everything you're inhaling is just hot air. So if you don't keep drinking, you don't stay hydrated, you don't take 2, 3, 4 showers a day, you don't get in the pool, your body, all the water in your body is going to come out. Because, I mean, you sweat and it evaporates instantly. So I tell people, man, if you ain't trying to stay cool out here, shit, fuck that. No. Say we look alike. I just don't do rideshare. I do Uber Eats and DoorDash. Yeah, exactly. So I had my battery die last week at JW Carmel back when you was live, man. And like I said, everybody out here, when I did that short and I see all these idiots over here, and just like here it is, my car overheating. All these idiots out here, all of them on that short. Don't you got AC? Don't the car got AC? I don't see why you ain't got AC. I'm like, bruh, the car got to run. AC is not just a button you fucking touch. The pulleys have to turn to generate AC. If the pulleys are not turning, you don't have AC. So if your battery die, you ain't getting AC because your pulleys are not turning. If your car overheats, you don't have AC because your pulleys aren't turning. It's all these idiots in the comments. Oh, you're going to have AC. That's how you make it out there. You're going to have. I'm just like, these dudes is dumb as. Yeah, I can tell you I ain't lived in the desert. Because in this kind of heat, these cars will die. They will die. You be driving down the street like nothing. Like I said, I was coming down the street the other day behind this big old Chevy truck. As soon as he left the light, he started driving. Boosh. Like somebody just poured water on his engine. All that shit came out of the bottom. Thank you, Diamond Driver. I appreciate the super chat. It's 108 in the Bay Area yesterday. Have fun. Go to see Despicable Me 4. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, you got to go into a movie theater, eat some popcorn, sit in their AC. Don't use your AC, sit in their shit. No. So, hey, Rock, there's a hustle for you, food delivery as well, but you have to be willing to put in more work building a business. And the thing about food delivery, this is what pisses me off right now. All these people out there, oh, don't you got AC? You got AC? You got AC? Food delivery gets out the car all the time. AC is only inside of the car. So if you're doing delivery, you got to go into a store. And sometimes when you go to places like Rallies or these outdoor places, you got to stand outside in the heat waiting on that shit. Go back to your car, get to where you're going, walk through apartment complexes, walk. And these idiots, don't you got AC? Don't you got AC? I'm like, You motherfuckers, y'all don't do delivery. Y'all don't do ride share. Y'all have no idea what the fuck we even talking about. So I'm like, man, so one of you didn't win a gold medal. Too thick, bro. No. Hey, I was 185 when I was running. Right now, I'm probably about 220. So I'm probably about 40 pounds heavier now than but I played football. When I finished track, I started playing football. And that's where I started getting all my size from, fucking around with football players. It's like, dude, you know what? I can't do that. My back can't take it. My knees, my hips, man. When you start putting a lot of weight, that shit start taking effect on you. So I'm like, you got to start dropping pounds a little bit. But yeah, all these people that was on that short that I did talking about how all we got to do to solve the problem of a heat wave is to turn on AC. I'm like, these are the most simple-minded motherfuckers I ever met. Just turn on your AC. Everything's solved. And I'm like, bruh, the car has to run. If the car's not running, your AC's not going to run. Heat is what makes cars stop running. It's like, man, oh yeah, I'm only 220, man, 220. Cost me $300 to replace my battery. They came out to meet me at JW. Honestly, hate about summers. My truck is on a charger every night when I park it. Same thing for my Lexus. Yup. I need that. I need it. Yeah, 220. I know when people see me, they go, dude, there's no way you just 220. I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's 220. It's like, and when people see me in person, they don't think that I'm that size. They like, you look a lot like bigger than 220. Like, no, man, I'm solid. Like when I tell people, don't look at a scale. And I tell people don't look at a scale for one reason, because when you're muscle versus when you're fat, you're going to have two different shapes. Muscle is very dense. You could be smaller with muscle and be heavier, or you could be bigger with fat and be lighter than somebody who's smaller than you. So a scale really don't tell the whole story of everybody. So when people tell me how much they weigh, it's like, that doesn't help me none, because I don't know what your body fat percentage is. You might be 220 solid, or you might be 220 heavy. So if you're 220 like a fat person, you're going to be much bigger than the 220 solid. It's like you can get a little block of lead and that shit's heavy as shit and is in your hand. It's like 80-pound block of lead right in your hand. And you got to, in order to get that same weight in something else, 80 pounds of cotton is huge. So it's like, you got to look at what's making up that number, man. What's making it up? I do a lot of private rides without commercial insurance. What do I tell a cop if someone hits me and I have customers in the back? If somebody hits you and you got customers in the back, you ain't got nothing to worry about, because their insurance has to cover you. So you ain't got to worry about it. If somebody hits you, what are you worried about? Their insurance, the person who's responsible for the accident is responsible to fix your car. I've been hit 3 times in my Jeep. 3. No, I was never in a car with nobody, but even then, nobody ever asked me, hey, you a rideshare driver, right? Yeah. Were you doing rideshare? Nobody's ever asked me that. Nobody ever asked me that. So it's like, if somebody hits you, make sure you got a good attorney, because their attorney's going to be like, listen, you got to cover this car. You hit this car, and if you're going to got underinsured or uninsured and all that shit on yours, then you might have a problem. But for the most part, just keep your insurance, man. Just insurance. Say, Jeff, is your Zelle the same email you got on your email? I don't think so. I don't know what my Zelle is. What Zelle email? I don't know what a Zelle email is. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. I don't even remember. I remember I set up Zelle a long time ago, but I don't know what email it uses, if it even uses the email. But I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. I don't, like I said, Zelle's a little different. I think people use like phone numbers and stuff with Zelle. But as far as, I think with my Zelle, yeah, Zelle uses the phone number. Exactly. It uses the phone number. But I think with my, if my Bank America is connected to my email account, but not my YouTube email stuff, no, it's not connected to none of that. But like I said, I think it is. It's all like, yeah, it's all phone number. Cashelda said it's all phone number, because that's how people usually pay. They say, hey, man, you can use email or a phone number. Oh, I didn't know that. Because I've always used phone number. Zelle is a cash app through your bank like Venmo. Yeah, because I got to connect it to my Bank of America, where like people say, hey, is this phone number? I can Zelle you on this phone number. Yeah, you can Zelle me on the phone number. They just boop, hit me on Zelle. So just keep at it, Rock. Don't get discouraged. I have 2 neighbors that have started a personal shopping business. They advertise on Public Square and a couple other spots in line. And also what you want to do, Rock, is go to retirement communities, man. Go to where you know people have retired, advertise in retirement communities. None of those people really want a grocery shop. And you can probably be doing 4 or 5 of those a day. Just be like, hey, I grocery shop every Friday in this area. So if you want me to grocery shop for you, let me know. I'll be in the area. I'll come by and just start setting it up. Be like, Friday, I do this community. One on Friday, do that whole retirement community. It's meaning to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, finish. You might fuck around, make $400 just doing like a handful of people. It's like, man, do it like that, man. Oh, thanks, Rock G. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, man. Hey, thank you for the thought. Thank you for the thought. I know YouTube, I think they take like 30%. They give us 70%. They take 30%. But the thing about super chats is it's kind of tricky because what they do is they actually try to promote us more. If YouTube is making money, then they promote us more. Like people always wonder, why does my channel do so well? And it's such a small channel and it's a rideshare channel. We don't really talk, crazy shit. Is because people always super chat me, always help me out. And it makes YouTube go, oh, we need to send him out to more people because me and YouTube are true partners in this shit. So it's like, but I don't mind when people cash at me at Venmo. It's cool because like I said, I get all of it. But I know even when people do it on Cash App, I don't feel bad. It's not like an Uber thing. When people pay Uber and not pay us, Uber's taking 50 to 60%. That pisses me off. If Uber took 25%, 30%, I'd be like, all right, bet. That's cool. But for them to be taking 50%, they take 25% off the top, and then they take 30% off of that. That's over 50% they're taking from us. So I'm like, man, hell no, man. This is what's the address? I'll send the baby flows for you. Send the floaties. I need the floaties. I need the floaties. That's funny shit. I need the floaties. Yeah, but no, man, I appreciate that, Rock. Real shit, man. Because like I said, this channel, it's a very unorthodox channel. And I know the app's got employees that are watching, just like everybody says, hey, man, the FBI watches channels. I know the app employees are watching our channels. I know it. And I'm sitting there realizing that I'm putting myself on front line because they know what cars I drive. They know my license plate number. They know my name. They know everything about me. So I'm putting myself on front line for drivers to get better. I put myself on front line of the whole fight, and I don't care. I've had one black ride, a black SUV ride, one black ride in the past 4 or 5 days. That's it. Lyft don't send me shit because I'm front line. They see me on the internet. They say, oh, well, fuck him. He wanted this and that. He want to do private rides. Fuck him, blah, blah, blah. I'm front line. And do I care? No, because I still got people on Facebook looking out for me. I got drivers looking out for me. I got people say, hey, Jeff, man, if you ain't busy today, can you do me a favor and pick my client up? Sure can. Because they know the apps ain't sending me shit. Jeff is front line. These apps hate his ass. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Jeff is living a bachelor's life with 3 dogs, goddammit. These crazy ass dogs, man. It's like, sheesh. Hey, and that's what it is. Hey, was that Shock the Mama Yoga? Yeah. And that's what we do on this channel. We give each other ideas to go out there and support our community. We're not people that's going to try to hold somebody else back from making money. This ain't that type of channel. If we got a great idea, we say, okay, this is what we do. We go to retirement communities. We go talk to like group homes. Because sometimes group homes, they be like, they short-staffed. They only got like 1 or 2 people there. Like, man, we got to go to the store. We got to go get this and this. Man, I can't leave you here by yourself. I got like eight people here at the group home with me. I'm not leaving. And they might have a service like, hey, you know what? Jeff, hey, you do delivery. Yeah. Hey, man, if we give you a list, can you go get this stuff from us? Hey, thank you, Rock, brother. I appreciate that, man. Because it's thank you, brother, for all videos. First super chat ever on YouTube goes to you. Man, I appreciate that, brother. That's my honor, man. I'm honored. I'm definitely honored, brother, that you actually trust this channel enough with how we do over here and how we help each other and push each other. And like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy being front line. And I'm glad, drivers understand that I'm fighting for them with everything I got. And I risk my own money with these apps, knowing who I am and knowing what cars I drive. I risk my own money, and you guys help carry me through some pretty rough weeks, man. Because like I said, when these apps ain't sending me but one black ride every 4 or 5 days, I got to convert. I got to convert lower rides. I got to go out there and get private clients because I know what these apps are up to. I know I'm a marked person. I put myself out there on purpose just because if somebody don't stand up and show that we could do this, even without using the apps, if we can't go out there and fight for each other, form teams, help build our community, somebody's got to start doing that. And now these apps are sending out messages to everybody. Hey, Let's recommit to community guidelines. Let's think about this, guys. Come be a part of an Uber community again, man. Fuck you. If you ain't talking about money, I'm not talking to you, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh, what was that? I made a new sign with my rates on it. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, Rock, man, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, much love and respect on that, man. First super chat ever on YouTube. Bam. Screenshot that. Be like, that's what's I'm gonna find that clip and I'm gonna screenshot like, hey, that right there is my man Rock right there. That's my brother right there, man. This is apps are turning to pure garbage, 150%. Yeah. And it's like, it's almost like I don't feel like I'm missing out. On Uber, I haven't driven an Uber in 5 weeks. Uber don't send me shit. I haven't driven an Uber in 5 weeks. They don't send me Excel. They took my truck off. They only got the BMW on there. I know I'm frontline. They say, hey, this dude right here is the one riling up everybody to go out and get their fucking money. He's the one doing it. Then don't send him no ride. Cool, don't send me no ride. Somebody gonna look out for me. I'm gonna be sitting at the house and somebody gonna say, hey, Jeff, man, if you're not busy, I got a group of 5 with tons of luggage. Can you help out? And that's what my man Sam did. Sam's got a car, and Sam was like, dude, I got a group of 5. They need a ride. They got all luggage. I said, I got your people back. And those are Sam's people. I didn't want to take his, I'm like, I'm not stealing your clients. I'm here to help facilitate your clients. They got all his luggage, and they got to get from point A to point B. I'll be there. And I was there for them. And that's how we form teams out here. And these apps don't want that. We are our own community of drivers. We are our community. They don't want that. What they want is for us to fight each other, act like I'm better than you. I'm down. I'm this. I'm that. That's what they want us to act like. And when we don't act like that, oh, they get scared. They get scared. We're going to start redoing the cancellations. We're going to start doing, look, I got a warning a couple of months back about guidelines when I started converting. They stopped sending me reservations on Uber. They started sending me, but last week they stopped again. They throttling. Yep. Same here. They throttling me bad. But I tell people, I know the areas where to go to get rides. I got shit all over my car showing I get rides. When I pull up, me and Jamil, we go hotels and we sit right up in valet. We see people walk out with luggage. Hey, you guys trying to go to the airport? We got our truck sitting right over here. Already call an Uber. Don't worry about it. But the person right behind them, my Uber is saying like 15 minutes. You guys can go right now? I'm like, yeah, we can go right now. All right, bet. Jamil's like, I got him. He took the guy and the lady, and I think he told them, they said something like $25 because Jamil said 30 or something like that. They was like $25. Jamil was like, she's like, well, I only paid Uber 25. And he was like, all right, I'll do it for 25. Ain't no big deal. I'm not splitting hairs over $5. I'll do it for 25. So I stayed. Jamil took off. Jamil came back. He was like, hey, I got 35. They gave me 25 and a $10 tip. So he got more money than he was even asking for. But that's what we do. Once we get people in our car and we show them that we're a true ride service, we're doing services, they're quick to pay us. And these apps don't like that shit. These apps hate it, man. They hate it, man. Hey, appreciate that, Rock. And that's why I want people to get out there. And like I said, I'm front line with this battle. The apps, they got employees every day sitting at these computers, sitting at these laptops, ripping us off, stealing our tips, cutting into our fares, selling us like slaves out there. Oh, yeah, well, we got this car over here. We'll sell them to you $115 Uber Black, $115 Lyft Black. Jeff, you want to do this ride for $40? They send that shit to me for 40. I'll cruise up. How much you pay for this? Like 115? Dude, I'll do it for 85. For real? Yeah, because it's $40 more than what I'm getting. It's like, shit, I'll bet. Let's do it for 85 then. It's like, man, look at that. I'm at 107% of the week and they ain't making shit off me. Oh, 1 week I was at like 155%. I was at 155%. All I did was surges. All I did was anything that had like, they had those bonus hours, $8 rides. I wouldn't drive for no other reason. No other reason. I would leave that app turned off when it was a bonus hour. I set my alarm, say, hey, bonus hour at 7. I'll set my alarm for 6 p.m., clean up the truck, be at the bonus zone. As soon as it starts, drop to the lowest tier possible, find the shortest ride possible. 2 miles, 3 miles, $13. I was killing their ass. I was doing my old school shit with them. It's like, y'all don't want to send me black rides? You don't send me upgraded rides? That's cool. I'm going to go hit this bonus zone, this $8 bonus zone. I'm going to get $4 or $5 rides, $5 tips on there. Hey. And just throw that $8 on top, man. $15, $16, 2-3 miles. I was hitting their ass. They was mad as shit. They was like, this motherfucker got like 155%. I'm like, I ain't turn the app off. Y'all ain't getting no money out of me. I'm going back home now. Look, Triple A, like I said, converted 4 out of 4 Saturday soccer game. Hey, man, Hey, Triple E, I'm gonna tell you right now, that dude right there, he's good at it. He's good at it. He knows how to talk to the public, and he knows how to make people realize the value that they're paying is not a value that we're getting out of the same service. This dude know his shit. And one day, man, I want to have you on the podcast, Eric, man, because like I said, we always talking at the meetups and everything like that. I think I've had you on maybe one podcast, maybe one. But you got good game out there, man. And I think you can help a lot of people who are kind of shaky with how they doing it and shaky with understanding what's going on. You can help them out, man. You can help them out. And that's why I want to have you on, brother. You gonna help a lot of. We got warriors, man. We got warriors out there in the streets, and that's what these apps are scared of, man. They scared of our ass. This is the ops are checking in on you, but stay the course. You are inspiring so many. Thank you, Mama Yoga. Thank you. And yeah, exactly. Great job, flippers. We're out there flipping them rides, flipping them. Like I said, Triple E, man, you are the one who will give people confidence. I'm telling you, man, you convert more than you don't. And that's crazy. Like, I think one day I tried to convert 4. I was 2 out of 2. I mean, 2 out of 4. I converted 2, didn't convert 2. I got good money, and so I just kind of left 2 people standing or whatever. You convert some of the best hits. I mean, it'd be like $16. He'll get 45 out of it. Last night, Jesse hit me up. Jesse was at the stadium and had to take somebody all the way to Talking Stick or something like that. He was doing something. I think it was at the concert. Uber tried to get him to do this ride. I think it was $16 or something crazy like that. $16. It was stupid. No, I think it was 21. He ended up getting $60 for that ride. He talked to the people right on the spot. He was like, hey, man, listen, this is all I'm getting to take y'all all the way over. This is all I'm getting. He shot me the text message holding 3 $20 bills. He says, dude, I had to convert them. There was no way in hell I was doing that ride for that price. I was like, that's what I'm saying, man. Hell yeah. There it is. Convert those 5 into 20s. That's it. Man, 210 in 4 hours. That's what I'm talking about, man. I like that shit. 210 in 4 hours, and that's all converting. Hey, Malcolm's in the building. Hey, Malcolm, you got to come out, man. Hey, we're going to see you Friday because we're going to be up in Peoria. We'll see you Friday, brother. Be up there because I'm going to be at the meetup on Friday and on Saturday. So I'll be there. And somebody was just asking about Hum. Where is that? There it is. Jeff, how is Hum working out for you? We need more ride-alongs. Things are comedy gold. Actually, I probably got 4 Hum rides in my phone right now that I haven't even put on video yet. But yeah, I'll do some more ride-alongs. My funniest ride-alongs are Lyft because I got a couple of Lyft ride-alongs in my phone. Man, they had me pissed off. I was going off in that app. I was going off. Oh yeah, James, we'll be meeting. If you go to Bighorn Kev's channel, he gives the address on Friday. I think it's 11 o'clock on Friday up in Peoria on Bell Road. We'll be meeting up, doing a Hum meet up there, but we also do the Saturday one here in Tempe. So yeah, we're doing 2 of them this week, and I'm gonna try to be at both of them. Oh yeah, need that info on the Friday meetup. Bighorn Kev's channel got it. Like I said, I don't want to tell nobody the wrong time, but I know it's Friday. I think it's 11, but he's got the actual address. Eric, do you know what the address is? It's a coffee place on Bell Road. Did he say like 17 something on Bell? I can't remember what it was, but I'm gonna have to make a short reminding people to go look at his short. It's on Bighorn Kev's channel. But he's wearing a gray shirt and he's sitting in the front seat talking about it. But he said the address right on that short right there. And I was like, cool. I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. Man, so trying to sneak a late night video by me, eh? Hey, I almost didn't live stream today, brother. I slept. All right, King James, I'm gonna hit you up, brother. I'm definitely gonna hit you up, man. I'm gonna hit you up. Just put a sprinkler on the house, won't work, man. Oh yeah. Oh, I spray the house down, man. When as soon as the sun drops and these bricks are still blazing hot on the house, I mean, you can't even touch the house. I'll come out and I just hose it all down to get it to drop a few degrees. And that way I'm like, man, what? Wait, yeah, that's right. Blink 182 at SoFi last week, 23 Lyft surge, while Uber was $3.25. Like shit. Yeah, we ain't doing that. No. See, I told my son to the game, he was Ubering from LA to San Diego, a Marine in training. I told him to offer his driver Venmo or Cash App for a little less than what the app is charging, but more than the app. Yup. And that's how you do it. You got to train them. Let them know how we doing it. Let them know how we doing it. And that driver's going to be happy as hell. A rider's fighting for me, man. He's fighting for me. So I love when Jeff do little ride along videos. I laugh so hard. Oh, I be pissed off. These apps be on me, man, because I'm knowing these people, they listen to our phone calls. I got this is proof, not really proof, but it's very, very, it's close. All right, yesterday, my man Mark was cruising. He picked this lady up. And he was telling her about Hum and everything like this and that, seeing if she wanted to at least, try a different app other than the Uber or the Lyft app, because Lyft wasn't paying them shit. So, hey, we got a new app. We got an option for you. The option pays me better. It'll be probably cheaper for you too. Just tell. And she was like, nope, I don't want to do it, this and that. So he just canceled the ride. Says, okay, I'll cancel. You can get a Lyft ride. She tried to report this dude. So check this shit out. Lyft deactivated him on the spot because of what she said. Lyft deactivated him on the spot. He pulled the car over. He called me quick. Jeff, Lyft just deactivated me, man. Lyft just deactivated me. I was like, what happened? So he told me the story. I'm on the phone with him. He's got the Lyft support page open. I said, type them exactly what I'm telling you. Type them exactly what I'm about to tell you. Type them back. You let them know. We as drivers, as independent contractors, have a right to discuss a transaction and options with any rider out there looking for logistics. We can tell people an option. If you're in a Lyft, we could talk about Uber. If you're in Uber, we could talk about Lyft. We could talk about routes. We could talk about Hum. We have a right to discuss with anybody out there. We're independent contractors, which means we're on all the apps. So we can tell all these people about what we're doing. I'm talking to him. He's typing all that shit up. So as I'm talking to him, I'm typing him. He's like, guess what just happened? They just reactivated my account. I was like, what? He says, yeah, they just reactivated my account while you were talking to me. I'm telling you, Lyft is listening. Because I'm like, dude, you got a motherfucking lawsuit. I said, that's the Sherman Antitrust Act right there. I'm like, you said, abracadabra, I'm about to cancel this Lyft, bro. And I'm like, dude, this is the Sherman Antitrust Act. If they can try to stop an independent contractor from just speaking about the available options out there, it's like, if you want, it's all for kicks today. Jeff speaking true, poolside, I dig it. Hey, I got to stay cool. That room is burning hot. This water, you can't even feel it no more. It's like bath water now. But I was telling them, and I'm like, these apps, I don't know who the hell they think they are. They do not run our economy. They do not run our community. They really think they are. We're independent contractors. We don't work for them. Any contractor can walk up and say, hey, Jeff, I see you getting your palm tree cut. Yeah. Do you know about these guys down the street? No, I never heard of those guys. Oh, yeah, they cut trees. And then these guys over here cut trees too. He's an independent guy. He can tell me about all the different palm tree services. He don't work for his palm tree services. Now, if he works for, like, say, ABC Palm, if he's working for ABC Palm and ABC Palm says, hey, man, you're our employee and you're selling jobs to DEF Palm and XYZ Palm, you're ABC Palm, you're our employee. See, we're not employees of Uber and Lyft. We don't work for just one. We work for all of them because we're independent. So we're going to take the best deal on the table for us as an independent contractor. And if this app is not giving us the best deal, they going to lose out because we're going to pull that rider to an app that gives us the best deal. They can't deactivate us for that. They got to learn how to pay us a better wage if they want us to stay on their app. They've got to be competitive with what they pay. They can't say, we're not going to be competitive with what we pay with another app. We're just going to kick you out of the market. That's all. You can't threaten to kick us out of the market because you don't want to be competitive with wages. That's not my fucking problem. That's your problem. Man. Yeah, pool. I don't even know what a pool cooler is, but you're probably right. I need one, man. I swear this shit's like crazy. So I'm running out of business cards. I got them going out eventually. I'll get a call. Hey, keep doing it. Keep doing it. And I was just telling somebody the other day, like I was reading on my live. I went and picked up this guy, Brett, the other day. And he hit me up. I was on the live stream when he hit me up on text me. He says, hey, Jeff, this is Brett. You gave me your card about a month and a half ago. It was a month and a half ago that I gave him the card. He hit me up. Me and my girl be landing at the airport. We're going to need a ride. I got you, brother. I got you. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to worry about somebody canceling you, declining you, trying to argue the price. It's a fair price. I'll do the ride. Let's go. So he's got a locked in ride. And it was from a card that I gave him. And that's what private rides do. They're locked in rides. When people are using these apps, they don't know how these apps are going to fuck them over. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of these apps out there, Jeff, I've been asking my regular clients, how much they tip on Uber, and their tip matches what they pay me on the app on my side. I'm just asking for them to slip. I also opt out of arbitration. And Rock, I'm gonna tell you, when you speak to people in the car, the apps can hear you talking to them. They're recording your conversation. Even though they say they're not, they are. You don't give them the right. You don't give them the right to record the conversation or to listen into your conversation, which is why they can't do shit. So if they're illegally phone tapping you, and they hear you doing something, and they say, well, we heard you on the phone doing it, and you say, I didn't give you permission to do that. They just did a fucking crime. That's illegal wiretapping. So I tell these apps, you can listen to me all day because I never gave you permission to listen to my shit. You can listen to everything I say. If I find out you listening to me, which means you're going to slip up and be like, well, Jeff, we heard you yesterday talking to a rider. How'd you hear that? Through the recording app? You don't have permission to listen to me. We don't? No, you don't. So that's illegal wiretapping. I got a lawsuit on your ass right now. So it's like, yeah. So, oh, they hear my customers say, I'll cancel this ride and give you cash. I know they do. Oh, yeah, you know it. You know it. And I forgot what I was going to say, but it was something funny. Oh, yeah. A lot of the rides that we're getting, what we don't realize, a lot of drivers don't realize is that there are third-party services selling these rides. A lot of us don't even realize it. The ride that popping up on your app, sometimes somebody called, they either have a service on their phone or they called the service and the service booked the ride. So the service is marked up the ride. This person is paying like, let's say $64 for a ride, but they call the service to get like a hotel or they call some app service. So, hey, WeFindRides.com. Ooh, I'm gonna go to WeFindRides.com. Download our free app today, WeFindRides.com. WeFindRides.com goes through Uber and through Lyft. They look for the cheapest ride and then they mark it up. They go, oh, you know what? I could sell this dude a ride right here. Hey, $64. Driver gonna get 19 out of the 64. So Uber and WeFindRides.com splits the fucking money. They do the same thing with NEMT rides and everything, man. NEMT rides, they all doing it. And so that's why if they're gonna be upset at us selling ourselves, I'm an independent contractor selling myself. So if you're going to be upset at me selling myself, how are you going to allow a third party that I don't even know exists sell me? To me, I think that's fraud. You're allowing independent contractors to be sold by third parties without telling us, hey, Jeff, I have a third party selling your ride right now. Why don't I know about that? Why don't I know about it? Oh, yeah, I got NEMT. Oh, I got whole videos of that, Dinu. I got whole videos about it. You got to go to when you go to my homepage in my search engine, type in NEMT. All the videos where I got NEMT discussions, NEMT videos, NEMT clips, it pops up. Just search my videos. You're going to see probably about 4 or 5 of them, really in-depth NEMT rides, complete videos in there. So, yeah, and when they purchase 500, it'll be around 30. Yep, that's it. That's how you get cars. Purchase 500, get about 30. The first thing they tell you is support is you're also recording a conversation immediately on an even playing field. Yep, right off the bat, tell them, say, hey, you know what? I'm recording this conversation. Are you cool with that? I need your name. What's your name? You got an extension? Ask them. Oh, yeah, the hotels also sell packages that include shows and Uber. And this is the thing. We're being sold because Uber and Lyft are driving around telling these fucking people, hey, if you want to sell some rides with this, sell a package with this, we allow you to do that. Get a corporate account with us, sell your people the rides, and we found the slaves and the pigeons out there. We got people that's going to do the rides for you, and we'll sell them dirt cheap. We'll have them doing it for $11. They selling these rides for $44, and we doing these rides for $11. That's why they pissed off, because we stopped doing these rides for $11, and we start saying, hey, man, I'll do this ride for $30. I'll do this ride for $25. It cuts out that third party, and it cuts out Uber. Now what? That's why they pissed off, because Uber is out there telling these other people, hey, come to our community. We got a ton of slaves. You can sell some of them with us because we can't sell all these rides on our own. So we're going to give you the leverage to sell some rides for us. You got a hotel, right? Cool. Sell a package. Give them a room. Give them some Uber rides with that package. Well, you got a show, right? Sell them an Uber ride to the show. Sell them a package. We got riders out there. And yet we can't sell ourselves. They let these people sell us, but we can't sell ourselves. Shit, I'm selling myself. I ain't worried about these apps. I told motherfuckers I'm front line. These apps know what I'm doing out here. I ain't got time to play games with them. And all these drivers out here waking up. What up, Kev? My brother, Big Orange Kev. Hey, Kev, what time is that meetup in Peoria on Friday? And what's the address? I got people going over to look at your short, but instead of them going over to the short, you're here. So what is the actual address on Bell Road? And is it 11 o'clock on Friday? Is that's when we're going over there? Say, private rides are awesome. Hum is awesome. Building on my client list daily is awesome. Listen to Jeff live stream in the pool. Priceless. Hey, brother, you know it's hot as hell out here. And name of the location. It's Coffee Bean or something like that. Extreme Coffee Bean or something. So we need the name of the location too, Kev. I'm glad Kev showed up because he can answer all 11 to 1 on Friday. Cool, we got that. So it's 11 to 1 on Friday. And the location, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I know you ready to type, motherfucker. I know you ready to type. So pigeons are gonna pigeon. That's exactly. And these apps are pissed off because they really thought they had control of all of us to the point where we would just sit on this app and let them abuse us and treat us however they wanted to treat us. They're pissed off right now. They're like, man, they canceling the shit out some rides. We have a right to cancel every ride. We're independent contractors. We have a right to cancel. Drums, please. Yeah, leaving the ridiculous popcorn offers to newcomers with illegal accounts. Their quality is diminished and the apps are killing themselves. Mama Yoga, you right. Hey, you own the money with that. You own the money with it. We keep saying the reason why these apps are going to shoot themselves in the foot and end up, everybody's going to have private drivers pretty soon. The apps have nothing but people with shit cars, people who don't have the good sales tactics. Yeah, we still on there. We still getting rides off there, but they're going to eventually be left with nothing. Anybody going to these apps are going to be people who don't want to take the bus. People who just want a decent ride. Uber's trying to charge me $35. Well, I got a private driver that'll do it for $25. Of course they're going to take it for $25 from a private driver. Instead of paying Uber $35, some driver going to get $11 with a piece of shit car. They're not going to do that. So all these drivers that's not getting paid well, they're going to be out of a job pretty soon. Because you stay a pigeon on these apps, they're going to end up having your car breaking down. You're going to be able to afford the rental. You're going to be driving around the clock. Man, it's going to, man. Was that? I need seven more for the big $30. Oh, there you go, Kev. There you go. Here we go right here. Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 7407 West Bell Road, Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf will be there. Man. We haven't been on that side of town yet, Kev, so we're going to go up there and meet all the drivers up there, see what all these folks is doing, man. Hey, quit eating that grass. Stop it. Oh, weird-ass dog over there eating grass. I seen Philly drivers with bumpers hanging on bigger people. Hey, when I do my mornings, I see people with tape on their tail lights, headlights and bumpers taped up because they don't get paid enough to even fix these vehicles, man. They're not paying people enough. Yep. You up there, Juan Vargas. You can come on up. And these people, they don't get paid enough to even fix their car. The little bit they did make that day, working for 10, 12 hours, making $180, it got to go towards a bill. So they got to go to Walmart, buy some red tape, tape up their tail light. They can't call the insurance company and say, hey, man, I backed into a pole dropping somebody off. They can't do that. They got to go buy a new tail light. New tail light is what, $125, $130? They can't afford that shit because they don't got it laying around. So they go buy some $13 tape and they riding around for the next 6 months like, well, it works. These is all beat up ass cars on Uber and Lyft because they not paying people enough to fix them. If you want to be paid to fix your vehicle, to show up to pick up somebody in a nice car, you got to do a private ride. You got to do a private ride because when you're doing a $60 ride, going 20 miles, you're good. When you going over there, Dulls love the grass reliever. That's that husky. She's crazy. And so you start doing $80 rides instead of getting paid $25, $30 from Uber. You're doing $130 rides. They had rides the other night from the airport, Sky Harbor, right here, from the airport all the way to Cream Creek, $29, $29. I did the same ride for $130 in my truck. Same exact ride for $130. They were giving drivers $29 for that ride. I was making $100 more per day. And some pigeon was taking that $29. Ooh, $29. I hope that pigeon took that $29 and said, listen, man, they only giving me $29 for this. Can we do 70, 80, something? Can we do something different? I hope that pigeon woke up and said, man, I'm an independent contractor out here, man. I'm trying to make a living. These apps ain't trying to hear that. So I don't know what you paid. I'll do it for $75, $80. I'll do it. Because in my car, Even Jamil, when Jamil, he was going to use his black SUV on one of those rides, it was 125. He was going to charge the people, but his other people just landed. He called me in the Beamer. That's when I only had the Beamer. I did it for 70, airport to airport, $70. The apps are only paying 29 for further. They're only paying 29. And they charging these people up the ass for these rides. I'm like, nah, man. Nope. Oh, yeah. And the thing is, hey, Ms. Mama, the Priuses, they're starting to get run down. They got the new 2024s out, the 25s. You can tell when somebody got a new one. The old ones that have been through hell because they've been taking all these shit rides all the time, they've had no money to put back into those cars. Those cars look like shit. They pull around a corner. You see the Prius, the motherfucking P fell off. It just says Rius. Like, motherfucker, I'm driving a Rius, a Toyota Rius. Motherfucker, where's the P at? Shit fell off like 2 miles ago. It was like, man, the motherfucker hubcap missing. Hey, where your hubcap off? It came without one. I couldn't afford to buy another one. I'm driving Uber with this motherfucker. They running these cars into the ground. I'm not letting them do me like that. I'm not. Oh, yeah, the 2023, man, all the motherfuckers is nice. You can see the new ones out there because they all look brand new. They look nice as a motherfucker. I'll be like, dude, the new Priuses, I saw one pull out of a parking lot. They should have made all of them like that. It don't even look like a Prius. The shit looks like a sports car, hatchback sports car. I was like, all of them should look like that. I was like, man, yeah, oh, yeah, that Prius battery. And speaking of Prius battery, my friend Deborah in St. Louis hit me up. I used to do work on her Prius a long time ago. Now, she ended up, something happened to her battery. And so, all right, Rock, I'll talk about that. Something happened to Deborah's battery where they were trying to charge her like thousands of dollars to replace the Prius battery. I said, well, with a Prius battery, you know, you could just find out which cells died and they replaced the cells. They have services that do that to help you fix Prius batteries. So she used the service. They fixed a couple of them. Car ran fine for a little bit. Then all of a sudden, 2 other cells failed. So she don't know if it's something that they did or if it's just that car is just on its way out. She's had that car for a while. I mean, that Prius lasts forever. It lasts forever. But she's had it for a while. It's probably about time, man, to get something different. So, yeah, I really like your video on illegals and how corporations are taking advantage of illegals. I was talking to folks at Safeway, and they said most of the folks working at Safeway are illegal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they don't realize that these illegals don't realize the money y'all getting is not a lot of money for America. But many of them don't care because they're being put up in hotels for free. They're being paid. They're getting these slumlords, allowing to rent these houses, and the government is paying these slumlords to rent these people places, and these people are sending money back to their home country, and they're converting that money to their currency in their home country. It's a transfer of wealth. So they're taking our American currency at low-paying ass jobs. They're doing the same jobs we do, but they getting paid a third to a fourth of what we getting paid, sending that money back to there, and their money is now being worth 4x of what it's worth here in America. So their family back home is living like kings and queens. Back there living like kings and queens. Here, they're living in 5-6 to a 3-bedroom house, 9 to a house, living in hotels and shit, sleeping in cars and shit. I mean, they doing whatever it takes to get this American dollar. And these companies are knowing that. And instead of these companies fighting for American workers, these companies are like, we don't give a fuck about the American workers. We're going to use these illegal immigrants because we made some bad choices with our investments. We're going to use these immigrants to make some money. Yeah, man, 5-10 to a 1-bedroom apartment. Man, trust me. I live in some areas when I'm driving through these areas, you can tell. I dropped this one lady off. She was from like Somalia, Nigeria, or something like that. Cute little girl, had her hair done up and everything. She was wearing the traditional stuff and all of that. So when we just talked, she was like, yeah, I came over from, Nigeria. My cousin from Ethiopia. They're over here. His family's from Ethiopia. Cool. Get to the house. It's about 10 cars in the front yard, driveway, street. 10 cars, side of the house. It's about 10, like full-blown motherfucking cars. And they was like trucks, SUVs, sports cars, a Dodge Challenger, Chargers and shit. And I'm like, damn. And these people offer me, they just buying tons of new cars with all the money the government's give them. They all living in one house, buying all these cars and shit. And I'm like, I know the neighbors is pissed the fuck off. They like, dude, these people moved in next door and it's like a car lot next door. It's like everybody got all these. I mean, they taking up the whole end of the street and it's all one house. And it's like all people she know from like Ethiopia, Nigeria. I'm just like, and she was just over there visiting them and shit. I'm like, man. So what's 85? You know what? I never know what the temperature of this water is. This is probably body temperature right now, like 98. Shit. I respect families like that, though. I don't know, man. To me, it's a health hazard. Because how the hell you go from saying, hey, man, we can live 10, 15 into a little 3-bedroom house to everybody got to separate by 6 feet so we don't get sick and catch COVID? I'm telling you, man, the shit don't make sense. If you overpack a house and one person gets sick, the whole place is infected. Now you got all these infected ass people going out to the public, infecting everybody else because you packing everybody in one small ass house. If you ain't got space to breathe, space to shit, space to eat, and you get people sick, they gonna leave that house. And now they out there getting everybody fucking sick now. And you're like, dude, how all these drivers getting everybody sick? They all live in one house. They ain't got no space. They have no good ventilation. It's like, nah, man, you can't do that shit, man. Yeah, one room car lot. Like, man. And yep, they vote because, and the thing is, you could be an undocumented and vote in a local election. You can vote, and I got a whole video about it. You can vote in a local election, but you can't vote in a federal election. So yeah. Was in Arizona, depending on the size of your pool, between 87 and 92 this time of year. It feels amazing. I'm telling you, it feels like body temperature. Like you don't even feel like you're standing in water. I feel like I'm just standing in air with air just moving around me. The shit's that hot. It's like hot air moving around me, man. It's like, man, what does it say? See, I told you my neighbor has 4 cars in the driveway since they moved in last year. All adults grinding. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's one thing to be, 4 cars to a house. But when you at the point where you like, and if you got the driveway space for it, because some people got really long driveways, some people got wraparound driveways. Some people got, enough space to park, 6, 7 cars on their property because they have that much space. But when you start parking on the streets because you run out of space on your property, now you're taking up public property now. You parking your shit on streets because you ain't got enough space to park all your cars because you just want to have all these people living in one house. You got a 2-car garage, put 2 in there. You could park 4 cars in the driveway, 2 and then 2. That's 6 cars you can take care of. You can build a parking spot on the other side of the house and park the other cars over there. But these people don't do that. They just park that shit in streets, take up the whole block, wrap it around a corner, and you got to creep through all slow and shit so you don't end up hitting somebody. Like, man. This is BS. There you go. Yeah. The CFR podcast and other exposing they're registering for federal elections using the SSI. Oh, so they are registering for like the federal system. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to look at that. I remember working for CDOT. A minivan got into an accident. It looked like a clowns of the circus. We kind of 15 illegals coming out of that minivan. They was climbing out all Daytona. They want to come. They're standing right there at the gate. They're waiting. They're like, dude, let me in. Should I let you in? Should I? You definitely not. The border collie's definitely not coming on this side. He don't like this side. But yeah, but the husky, if she comes over here, she's going to jump in the pool. I already know what she's going to do. Hey, you want to come in? You going to behave? You going to be good? I think I'm going to let her in. All right. I'll let you in. You better behave. There you go. How you doing? Yep. Now she's over here with us now. You'll see her walk by in a second. There she is. She's looking for her little friend. Her friend lives over the wall over there. Let me see something. This thing is like, yeah. Her friend lives right over the wall over there. She's always over there trying to sniff her little buddy. She's like, hey, buddy, it's a pit bull lives over there. But yeah, in a minute, she's going to probably come over here and climb her ass right down these steps and be like, hey, I'm in the pool. And I'm going to have to cover everything up because once she starts shaking, it's going to be water everywhere. Oh, yeah. Hey, be ready. Because when she shakes, I got a towel ready. Because she'll run her ass in the pool, do her laps, climb out, and shake right there at the damn steps. I'm like, walk your ass on somewhere. Don't do that shit over here. George said, hey, this my husky won't touch water. She's nuts. Nobody husky wants to get in the water. I don't think she's full breed. She looks like a purebred. But huskies don't like water. She loves that shit. What's up? Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Looking like a wolf. What you doing? Hey, get back. Get back. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna get in tonight. She just kind of walking around sniffing everything here, man. Was 102 degrees out. Better hope nobody throws carrots and potatoes in the pool. They'll have Jeff stew. Exactly. Exactly, because it is like hot as hell out here, man. It's blazing this, man. Today was nuts. This is Tim Pool covered in the podcast, YouTube, and his IRL. Oh, okay, IRL cast. All right, I know about that one. I'm going to look at that one. Because I'm telling you, man, it's all election interference going on right now. All election interference. And people don't even see it, man. They don't even see it. Exactly. Why do people equate the term illegals with racism? I'm Polish and I don't want any illegal Polacks in here. Yeah, and that's what cracks me up. The moment you say the word illegal, they get scared. They get mad. It's like, bro, if I went to China right now and I didn't use a passport, I didn't get into the country legally, that would make me there illegally. I mean, it's common sense. It's common sense. So if I'm sitting there saying you are in the country illegally, so it makes you an illegal here, I'm not being racist about it. It's just the truth. And these people, I don't want to hear the truth. I don't want to know the truth. You just got. I'm like, nah. You got to. The truth is, if you're here illegally, you're an illegal person here. You're not illegal in your country, but you're here illegal. What's up, dog? What's up? What do you want? Scoot away from my stuff. What do you want? Hey. Oh, here she comes. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here, bud. Nope. Uh-oh, she's about to climb in. I'm moving everything out the way. She's on the way. Get in. Come on. Come on. Go. Go. Get in. She's like, nope, you ain't tricking me. Because she know if she don't get dry, she ain't going in the house. Yeah. It's now migrants. Exactly. Migrants. I'm like, no, you can't just say people that are migrating. It's illegal immigration. You can migrate all you want. Migrate is an action. That's all it is. Migrating is the action of moving from one place to another. When you illegally migrate, that means you're illegally crossing people's borders without using the proper documentation or proper process to migrate. So you can't just call somebody a migrant. Anybody can be a migrant, but are you doing it legally or illegally? That's the question. They don't want to answer that question because they know what they fucking doing. It's like, I can be a customer of this store because me being a customer is, you know what? But if I go into the store and I walk out without paying for shit, sure, I was in the store like everybody else. I was a customer in the store like everybody else was. But once I passed that cash register, if I ain't got a receipt and I ain't paid for shit, I went from being a customer to being a criminal. It's a level you go to when you do criminal shit. You cross that threshold. So the other people in the store, everybody's like, hey, we all just like Jeff. We all customers. We all here just shopping. We got stuff in our basket just like Jeff got. Yeah. But when y'all walked out that front door, did y'all pay for y'all shit? Yeah. He didn't. It makes him a different type of customer. He's not a customer now. It was like, man. Like, man, that was brilliant. It's real shit, though. And I'm like, people don't want to speak in literal terms. They want to kind of muddy up the waters a little bit, just like when they was changing the definition of what a vaccine was. They want to change the definition. Okay, it's not something that prevents you from getting them infected or prevent you from getting sick. It's something that will allow you to get sick, but your symptoms are just less. I'm like, dude, y'all just messing shit up, man. Messing shit up. See? Exactly. If you're crossing illegally, you're an alien to our country. Exactly. You got when you domesticate an order or you have an alienated order, that means something is foreign versus domestic. It ain't about being from outer space. So if you're an illegal alien, it means you're illegally here and you're not an illegal American. Like you're not a felon running around as an American, illegal American. You're alien to this country. You're not here. You're just, and they don't want to talk about that shit, man. They don't want to talk about it. In the glow, what's good? What's good? Man, it's so political correctness. George Carlin always said it's a way too polite of a way of being a liar. Hey, I wear my George Carlin shirts. I love George Carlin, man. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. I love George Carlin, man. It's so political correctness. According to fake Kind people, nobody is illegal. Exactly. Well, you're not an illegal person. No, but you could be somewhere illegally. It's like nobody's born into this world being an illegal human. Like, oh, you're an illegal human. You shouldn't have been born. No, you're not. But you can go somewhere where you're not supposed to be that makes an illegal process. That's all it is. And nobody wants to talk about that because they want to hurry up and throw that I'm offended shit out. I don't care how you fucking feel. It's not about how you feel. It's about what's real. So if you're offended by crimes, then don't fucking do the crime. I mean, it's like clockwork. If being a criminal offends you, just don't be one. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, if somebody says, hey, Jeff, man, don't go on the east side of the street because the east side of the street offends you. Okay, cool. I won't go on the east side of the street because the east side of the street's offensive. I'm going to always walk on the west side. Why would I go on the east side of the street and go, you guys need to stop offending me over here? You knew what the fuck you was getting into when you went to the east side of the street. Don't play stupid now. You guys got to change your ways. Like, no, they don't. Was it? Yeah, I warned many of my customers about who may be picking them up now. Biden's 19 million illegals. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're, like I said, everybody, and this is what I think is so funny. Remember when I came out with that video about people buying fake IDs and people driving on rideshare, fake accounts, and now, like I said, we stay ahead of the curve on this channel. We stay ahead of the curve. So many drivers out there, so many channels out there. He don't know what he's talking about. You guys ain't got no proof for that. You guys can't be just making shit up like that. You can't just be saying people buying fake accounts and they're not really buying fake accounts. So many channels were saying that. Nobody spoke up about it when we were talking about it. Guess what videos are dropping right now on all these same channels? Videos about the same shit we talked about months ago. I'm telling you, short bus, man, fucking short bus. We talk about this shit like months ago. Nobody else jumped on the story. Everybody was calling us out of our mind. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. You guys are racist. You're xenophobes. You're this, you're that. But we already talked about it already. You motherfuckers talking about it in the summer of 2024. We talked about this shit in the winter. It was wintertime. We talked about it. Y'all just now talking about it. The article spoke about a driver pissing in the bottle with a router in the car. Oh, now that's just nasty right there. That's just nasty shit. Pissing in the bottle. You don't do that shit. Pissing in the bottle with a router in the car. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. That motherfucker got to get kicked off the platform. I don't care, man. And like I said, man, and I'm glad a lot of y'all on this channel rock with me, and you guys stick with me through all the bullshit. Y'all stick with me through the haters and the doubters, the naysayers. Y'all stick me through all this shit, and we talk about it. We discuss it. We have videos about it. This shit's documented. It's historically the dates on these videos. Y'all comments on those videos all documented. So when we looking at shit in July 2024 of people saying the same shit we talked about in January 2024. When they were calling us, you guys are stupid. You motherfuckers are 6 months late. Y'all 6 months late. And everybody, oh yeah, man. They're out here buying fake accounts, man. They're out here doing this and doing that on the dark web. They're on the dark web doing this and doing that. But on my video in January, they told us this shit was impossible. On my video in January, they can't do that. Everybody's vetted. You guys are just xenophobes. You guys are just racist. On my video in January, we was wrong. We was wrong for calling the shit out because of what people were doing. We had people on the channel saying, I know this has been done because I know who's doing it. But yet, 6 months fucking passed. It's news all of a sudden. This shit ain't news. It means y'all bus just showed up. Y'all on the fucking short bus. It just showed up. We've been talking about it. We on a whole new topic now. We way past that. Like I said, we seniors and we graduated. You motherfuckers is freshmen right now. Exactly. Black man. No, was it, bro? We saw a driver get arrested at Westgate for having a fake driver's license. Yeah, that was nasty. Man, I'm telling you. And we sitting there. Wait a minute, where you at, Jeff? Mar-a-Lago? Hell yeah. Trump's like, hey, go Jeff. I told you I'm Black Trump. Yeah. But this shit's, man, I'm telling you, when you guys are on these live streams, when you guys are on these videos and these comments, and we are trading information and knowledge back and forth, we speaking in terms of light speed with a lot of these fucking channels. We on light speed because these motherfuckers are 6 months late. We didn't, the quasar done went the fuck off. We done went off. The explosion done happened. They seeing the blast 6 months later. Hey, guess what? We're gonna drop a video about what's going on in the rideshare economy right now. Motherfucker, y'all 6 months late. What are you talking about? We already talked about this. And they never once say, hey, there's already a YouTube channel that talked about this already. And you know what? We're gonna kind of expand on that. If you guys want to really listen to what they said about it, I mean, they did it 6 months ago on their channel. Go check it out. It's 6 months ago. A lot of good information on there about it. But guess what? We're gonna talk about it now. We're 6 months late, but we're gonna discuss it. No, these motherfuckers pretend like we never happened, like our intelligence don't really exist, like we're not that fast, we not that quick, that nobody called us out of our names, calling us, you guys are nuts, you guys are crazy, you guys don't know what the fuck you talking about, you guys can't prove that, you guys are full of lies, you guys are racist and xenophobes. Now they're talking about it. I'm like, man, if y'all don't get the fuck up out of my face, like this channel always been on the cutting edge of shit, always. I should have been a cop so I could sit around and do nothing 90% of the time and get paid. Well, wait a minute. I should have been a cop so I could sit around and do nothing 90% of the time and still get paid. Well, that's pretty much Uber Black SUV. Uber Black SUV, you just kind of sit around and don't do shit all day and you get paid at some point. Man, I'm in the pool too. Shit, I'm telling you, hey, you got to do it. Hey, cool down your inner core. Get some liquid in your body. Because right now, the air is drying everybody out right now, man. It's drying everybody out. There's people getting there was a biker. Him and all of his buddies, they was cruising through Death Valley, you know what I'm saying? Just riding through Death Valley. One of them died. The other one ended up in critical condition. You want to go in the house now? You done out here? Are you done? Let's go. I'm going to take you in the house. Come on. Let's go. I see you, buddy. That's all she had to do, huh? She just had to use the bathroom. I know what she was doing. Woo, man. Yeesh. Like that, yeah. Because that camera sometimes ain't focusing, man. What up, Unique Rides? What up, Benny? My brother, Unique Rides out there in the mix, man. In the mix. So I see you, motherfucker. Hey, where's Benny at? Where he at? Oh, there he is. There he is. That's my man right there, Benny. He's in the building. What is it? The San Ramon PD told me about many fake accounts being purchased off of Craigslist. Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, we've been talking about this shit all the way since back in January. We've been talking about it. We're too fast for these channels, man. We way too fast for these channels. We could be talking about shit right now to get money. But everybody right now was talking bullshit about us going to total our cars out. We shouldn't be converting all that. Everybody's out making money right now. Everybody's making money. And yet, where are these haters at? Where they at? They talking about shit right now that we was talking about back in January. They 6 months behind. We've been 6 months past that shit, making money for the past 6 months. Everybody buying different cars. Everybody's buying new shit, moving to new houses, getting bills and shit taken care of. And these motherfuckers finally talking about information we was talking about 6 months ago. I'm telling you, man, I can't fuck with every channel. They just not quick enough for us, man. And like I was telling, my son's mom the other day, we was talking about him. I said, my son is fast. He's quick in the head, very fast in the brain. And he hangs around people sometimes that are not as quick as him. And it frustrates him. I'm like, because he don't get it. He's still young. He's only like in his 20s. He don't get it yet. I learned a long time ago, you can't take everybody with you. Sometimes you got to realize when somebody's a little bit slower than you and be like, it's okay, man. You shake the hand, be cool. Hey, I'll invite you around to the park or something like that. We'll go kick it one day, but you probably can't chop it up and do business with them. You can't because you're always going to be carrying a whole lot of weight and they're never going to be able to carry that much weight. And I don't mean like financial. I mean, just mentally. Mentally, you carry a lot of weight. When you're a very intelligent person, when you always on your shit, you always on your ground, you always on the business, you always on your next move and how to get this money. And you got somebody who can't think that fast. You got to carry their weight too. And a lot of us out there are really good business people. That's why I like chopping up with drivers, man. I fuck with drivers. Because I sit there and I listen to what they're doing, how they doing it, how they move. Just like with Benny, I listen to how people move, and it's inspirational. And that it triggers something inside of you to go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I might not try it that day. It might be a few weeks, and I might have to work to that point. But I'm gonna get to that point and say, hey, I'm gonna try that and see how it works out. Because you're right. Always try to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. And when you see people doing that, You give them pound. You thank them. Hey, man, thank you for the inspiration, man. Thank you for the knowledge, brother. I'll see if it works out there for me too. You got a lot of haters out there. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you do well. They want to sit there and they see you doing well, and the first thing they want to do is shoot it down real quick because you're not doing well because of them. You don't have to do well because of somebody. Do well because of you. Do well because of what you're putting into yourself, into your craft. And when other people see you do well, they'll start coming around you because it's like, you know what? I want to do well too, man. I want to do well too. Slow thinkers are never going to be like that. They're going to be like, oh, man, you think you better than me. You think you this, you think you better. Like, no, it's not that, man. We carry everybody. We carry everybody. Yeah, with all due respect, yes, it was talk about, but what has been done about it? Personally, I'm years ahead, but I think some people bitch but don't give solutions. Yeah, a lot of times that's right, Zach. A lot of people do. They talk about things and they never get on that grind. They never get on it. That's why when I tell people I haven't driven Uber in five weeks, I haven't driven Uber. I've barely driven Lyft. I haven't missed a single fucking bill. Mortgage paid on time. Everything's good. I haven't missed a bill yet. So where's the fear at of I'm going to be deactivated if I do this? If you go get money, you're going to be they going to kick me off the app if I do this. And if they kick you off the app, what does it do? It gives you more time to build your shit. That's all. Because when you're not building somebody else's dream, you building your dream now. Uber and Lyft got you building the executive dreams, the staff dreams, the employee dreams, the assistant director dreams. Uber and Lyft got you building all these people's dreams with all your hard work. The moment you say, fuck they dreams, I'm trying to build mine now. That's when you start talking to the people in the community. That's when you start going out there. And I'm one of those people, man. It's like, hey, I ain't scared to go chat with people. Motherfuckers, you tell me, Jeff, you leave Walmart, you got 2 best friends on your way out the door already. Energy, man, it's energy. I just link with people. I can see when people are trying to do something nice. I've talked to people before, understood what they were doing in the parking lot, you know, how they trying to hustle this and that, get their business card. 2 months later, I run into them. They're like, hey, man, I listen to your ideas, Jeff. Now I bought me a tent. I went back to Walmart, bought me a tent, got a big canopy. Now we do it in the parking lot now with a canopy. I'm like, that's all you got to do, man. Make that shit look professional. Stop walking around the parking lot, talking to people at the back of their cars and shit. Get you a canopy, set it up. Get you some decals, put on that canopy. Get you a little table, set that shit up, because that's what I did. And when people see that you're investing into yourself, they see that you believe in yourself. If you scared to invest in yourself, they ain't gonna believe in you. So I'm like, fuck that, man. This is what we spitting the truth from the baptism water. Holy Ghost, goddamn it, Jesus. Yeah, but I tell people, man, if you don't believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself, why should anybody else invest in you? I don't give a shit about Uber and Lyft. I don't care. It's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out and do this myself. I'm going to go get my own cards. I'm going to put vinyl on my shit. I'm going to wear my own gear. I'm going to go market myself at these hotels. If Uber and Lyft can do it, I know me. I can do it myself. What the fuck am I waiting on them to sell me for? Because all they doing is using a third and fourth party. And everybody's getting a cut of my work. Hey, we got a nice black SUV out front. Sell it. How much? Oh, man, $125. We'll get this SUV to take you to the airport. $125? Yeah. How much is the driver going to get? $42? Wait a minute. So you keeping like $80-something? Well, we got to pay Uber. We got to pay the third party. We got to pay this. We got all these people making money off of our work. We can go out there and make money off of ourselves. Instead of you paying $125, tell you what, give me 90. Give me 90. I'm cool. Because 90 is 40 more than what they was going to give me anyways. So just give me 90. I'm cool. What do the apps do? They get pissed off. What do the third party do? They get pissed off. This is, hey, you were changing lifestyles, man. That's what it is, brother. That's what it is, man. We letting people know. We are the blood and the veins of the community. We get people to and from work. If your body ain't got no veins, how blood gonna get around? That's what we do. We get people around. If you want to get some oxygen to your brain, guess what? That's blood vessels, that's arteries, that's veins and shit. That's what we do. We are drivers. We are the veins of a city. Somebody got to get to work. I can get you to work. I can get you to go make money. I can get you to get that promotion. I can get you that interview. I can get you to airports. You can go fly to see your grandma. That's what we do. We move people. Blood is very important. Blood is thicker than water. That's why drivers is more important than what they think we are. Because the moment your blood stopped flowing, your body shut down. Uber and Lyft was like, oh, we going to leave Minnesota. Motherfucker, we like leave. Uber and Lyft is not the blood. You are not the blood. We the blood. We like, leave then, leave. What they do, they got their fucking bluff called because they knew if we leave, they gonna keep shit moving. You right, we gonna keep shit because we are the blood of this city. We the veins of this city. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all sitting around taking from us. Y'all get out of this city, we'll make shit happen. Guaranteed. And they didn't want to let nobody see that. Because if Minnesota would have showed them, hey, we got it going and we don't even have Uber and Lyft and we all getting paid a lot better. Taxi is coming back now. Everybody's making money hand over fist. We don't got third-party transactions happening on everything we touch. Uber and Lyft left. Oh, we doing amazing now. Uber and Lyft knew we can't leave. Because when we leave, that's when these motherfuckers pull the curtains on the Wizard of Oz. See you, motherfucker. Now I see what y'all doing back here. Y'all ain't doing shit back here. And all of a sudden, we start doing our own thing. We pulled the curtain on the Wizard of Oz. Hey, go get your business cards. Hey, go get your shit going, man. We pulled the curtain on the Wizard of Oz. Now we got everybody out there doing this shit now. Everybody's making enough money and ain't doing that many rides. Making $80 in 2 rides instead of $80 in fucking 9 rides. I can make $80 in 2 rides, easy. I can make 100 in 1 ride, easy. I ain't got to do no 12 rides a day to make no $100. The fuck? And in that same $100 I made, I done paid somebody else $100, $200, $300. They making money on our back. We the blood of the city. We make shit happen out here. We don't fuck with people, man. And that's why I love the way drivers stand up. And when all you do is drive, you don't do nothing but drive. You don't do nothing else for a living. Motherfucker, what you do for a living? Oh, that you don't do nothing else. That's all you do. Why do you think so many people with W-2s got second jobs, third jobs? Because they don't think you can be a driver. Set your own rates, make your own shit. Get a house, get a pool, get some cars, get a dog. They don't think you can do that shit if all you're doing is driving because they don't understand logistics. They don't understand business. They think Uber and Lyft are the only people that's supposed to be millionaires and billionaires. Well, that's Uber. They're supposed to be millionaires. That's Lyft. They're supposed to be millionaires. Well, guess what? They can't do shit without cars. We're the cars. We deserve the money. And if you ain't gonna give me a fair cut of the money, guess what? I'm cutting you out of the deal. Now they're like, come back, recommit, man. Fuck you. I ain't recommitting to shit. I ain't worried about you. Recommit. Come back to Uber, man. Fuck that. Let's sit down and talk money. How you gonna try to ask me to come back to the negotiation table with a email asking me to recommit? That's your negotiation pitch? Come back to the table. Start being true and honest with your feedback to us so we know what to do. We already gave you feedback. We said you ain't paying us enough. You ain't hearing the feedback. We gave you feedback. You eating into our tips and shit. We gave you feedback. So when you asking me to give you 100% feedback, trill roof feedback, and you ain't listening to the fucking feedback I'm giving you, then fuck you then. I'm going to go get my money. I done talked to you already. Like my mom used to say, don't make me get up. Don't make me say this shit twice. Motherfucker, we ain't going to say it twice. I asked you once, stop stealing my tips. Stop taking my ride money. Stop stealing my fares. I ain't telling you twice. Because the moment you say, well, we hear you, but we ain't listening, guess what? Conversion. Conversion. Now motherfucker like, hey, where you at? Please come recommit. Nope. They recommit for less money. Nah, I'm good on that shit. Exactly. Hey, Benny, you already know it, brother. Hey, keep preaching with no filter, Jeff. Drivers are finally getting, man. I hope so. Because these apps is, man, they reaching into everybody's purse, everybody's wallet, everybody's bank account, snatching as much money as they can out of people's cities, and they ain't putting shit back in it. We're the only way cities can get the money back. Drivers are the only way the city can get the money back. Because when Uber takes all the money out, Uber don't give money to nobody. They just give it to us, the drivers. And when they give us a little bit, that means we're going to have a little bit to put back into the city. The third parties that they're giving, all of these people getting kickbacks, bonuses, NEMT bonuses, all this. Man, fuck these people. What about the drivers that actually keep that economy going? When they started talking, oh, we want to give you guys stimulus checks. I don't need no stimulus check. I need you to quit stealing my fucking fares and tips. That's my stimulus right there. You want to stimulate the economy, then fucking pay me. Stop playing with me. Don't sit there and say, well, we're going to stimulate the economy by ripping you off, stealing all your tips, and in the end, we're going to give you a $1,200 check every 6 months. A $1,200 check every 6 months, that's how you're going to stimulate the economy? No, I'll tell you what we're going to do. You're going to give me $1,200 extra dollars a week. $1,200 a week? You got your fucking mind. Motherfucker, because you taking $1,200 a week from me. You taking if I'm making $2,000, you taking about $2,000, $3,000. Because all these drivers that are saying, oh, I'm making 2 G's a week. Really, you made about 4,000 or 5,000 that week. Imagine if you made 2 G's and they just gave you 1,200 on top of that. So you made 3,200 and they said, we'll take 1,800. So they take 1,800, give you 3,200. That's a fair deal. You get 32, they get 18, and said you getting 2, they taking 3. That ain't a fair fucking deal. So I don't need no stimulus money. I need you to quit stealing from me. That's basically what I need you to stop doing. So you want to come to the negotiation table? Oh, Jeff, let's recommit. Let's go and revisit the community guidelines. Uber is not a community. Uber is tech. The community is where I live. The community is the people that get in my car. The community is people who all we deal with every day coming in and out of these airports. That's the community. Uber and Lyft, you motherfuckers are rats coming into our community with your tech, trying to destroy, pretending we're a part of the community. No, you not. You a fucking rat in our community. You the ones who destroying our community. Don't give me no shit about come be a part of the community. You not even a part of the community. Come on. Don't hit me with that shit. Be a part of the community, motherfucker. You not. How you gonna send me some community guidelines of a community that you ain't even a part of? What the hell's wrong with that picture? Man. Just start hosting Starbucks meetups. Oh, we do those coffee shop meetups, man. At Extreme Coffee. Like this week we'll be up in Peoria. We got a coffee meetup in Peoria and everything like that. So we'll go up there and do that, and we'll be up there though. And hopefully, like I said, I would like to do. There's a place out here called Word of Mouth. It's called Word of Mouth Barbecue, and Word of Mouth Barbecue is not open every day. It's over on Elliott and McClintock. But Word of Mouth Barbecue is a spot that I always wanted to go check out. I picked up one of the guys. I think his dad owns it. He just didn't want to say it because I kind of researched those motherfuckers, and his name's Gio. So I picked up Gio. Gio is the son of the dude that owns it. Gio didn't say he was the son because Gio don't want to seem like he's impartial to the place. He was like, yeah, man, just go down there and tell him that Gio sent you, man. Just tell him Gio sent you. I was like, all right, I'll go tell him. Motherfucker, I'm a researcher. So I looked up Word of Mouth Barbecue. Gio's the son. Motherfucker, this dude in the back seat riding around, his family owns a restaurant, and he's so humble, he didn't even want to say, oh, yeah, I'm a restaurant. And you got these other raggedy motherfuckers riding around in our cars. Oh, yeah, well, I'm the lead director of socks and shoes at fucking Walmart. I don't got to tip you, motherfucker. I'm the lead director of socks and belts, motherfucker. Like, get the fuck up out of my car, man. Get the fuck up out of here. This dude's family owns a restaurant, and he's so humble, he don't even want to say it. Like, he gonna make me feel bad. Damn, we restaurant owners. You ain't nothing but a driver. It's like, you humble. I like that. I appreciate that shit, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, they are rat poison our community. Real shit. Also, you never got the email? I never got the email because they don't want you to be a part of the community, man. Hey, Benny, you ain't a part of the community, man. They don't want you to recommit. It's like they know Benny already getting $50 a mile. $50 a mile. They don't want you to recommit. You're going to come in and clean house on their ass. They don't want Benny to recommit. They're like, we need to find a way to get Benny out of the community. This motherfucker's getting $50 a mile right now. Yeah, these motherfuckers getting in our cars and shit, acting all Hasidity. Motherfucker, I'm the director of socks and belts. I've been working here for 6 months. God damn it, I'm going to be upgraded to dog food and cat food in a minute. Like, motherfucker, you don't get the fuck up out of my car with that bullshit. What else do you do for a living? You little fucking driver, you piece of shit driver. What else do you do? I'm socks and belts Monday through Friday, bitch. Socks and belts. Like, okay, cool. These motherfuckers messing with me in my car. Like, shit, I ain't got to do nothing else. I'm just driving, motherfucker. I'm enjoying my music. I'm playing me some Nipsey. I'm enjoying my music, and I just do that. Why you got to fuck with me about what I do for a living? All you do is drive. You don't do nothing else important. Ain't got no real job, motherfucker. Real job. God damn it, today we got 2 shipments of tube socks coming in, bitch. I'm going to get paid overtime. Like, all right, motherfucker, whatever. Cool, I'll get a real job one day. I'll probably be socks and belts with you, motherfucker. It's like, shit. Don't fuck around with these people, man. They always fucking with me all the time. But yeah, but he was humble as a motherfucker, and I appreciate people like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the people who don't got nothing always want to bring you lower. Like, I wear a shirt that says low vibration people will pull you down. I wear a shirt to say that. It's always the motherfuckers with the lowest vibrations, and they see us doing okay. We got a nice car. It smells good. The rims are clean. You know, we got a nice phone on thing. You know, we got good music playing. They want to bring us down a notch. Let us know we ain't shit but a driver. They want to drop us a notch. Hey, what else do you do for a living? You can't only do this. Driving don't pay shit. What else do you do other than this? This ain't nothing. This ain't shit. They don't take no skill. This ain't a real job. What else do you do? They want to bring you down a notch real quick. Nah. He's like, I'm not fucking with you today, lady. I'm really not. I'm the fry guy at McDonald's. And I love it because usually when people are messing with you, asking what else do you do, and it's no knock. It's no knock to people out there just trying to get to know people and understand what they do. But some people, man, they want to exactly crabberry. I was just about to say some shit like that. It's no knock. They just want to make sure somebody's lower than them. That's it. Somebody said some shit to them earlier today that made them feel kind of low. Now they got a driver who think he's hot shit. Oh, you got a nice little BMW. What else you do for a living? You can't only be driving. You selling dope. You can't just be driving. What are you doing for a living? You can't just be driving. You motherfuckers don't make no money. You can't. This ain't a real job. What else you doing? They always want to pull you a notch down to remind you who you are, that you ain't shit but a driver. You ain't nobody. So I'm like, I don't do nothing. I used to be an accountant. I don't do shit else. I just kind of hang out, you know what I'm saying? I do rides or whatever when I got time, this and that. Yeah, but what else you do? You can't just do this. There's something else you got to do. You motherfuckers don't make no money. People like that, gotta let them go, man. It's like, I ain't bothering with you. I'm not even fucking with you today. Because if I tell you everything I did, you're going to think I'm trying to fuck with you. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make sure I get a fucking $5 tip, a $10 tip. That's what I'm trying to do. But if I tell you what I really do, you're going to feel little because you're trying to belittle me. And I'm not trying to belittle you like that. So I'm going to let you know I don't do shit. No, I work as hard as I can. That's all I can say. I can work hard as I can. All right, well, good luck, you broke bitch. Motherfucker, get out my car and slam my door. Good luck, you broke bitch in a Beamer. Slam, motherfucker. They can't bring me down. I left my problems in August last year when I walked off. He said I left my problems in August last year when I walked the fuck out. Done with you bitches. I'm done with you. Man, real shit. Kev said, I'm the fry guy at McDonald's. Kev, hey, Kev, you need to open up a barbershop, just mustaches and beards. That's it. Call it mob. Mustache over beards, mobs. Like, where you going? I'm going down to mob. What's mob? Mustache over beards, motherfucker. We just trim beards and mustaches. That's it. That's all we do. Man. Oh, yeah. Weak personalities tend to be the biggest haters. They don't work for anything because they feel entitled and it should be owed to them. So when they meet a person who earned and worked for it, they hate. Real shit. Real shit. And it's sad that people are like that. Like, they see somebody with a light. Like, we're just drivers, but we come up and we plan our music. We took a shower so we smell good. We clean the car so we can feel good driving in a clean car. We got a little light on us that day. We feel like, you know what? Let me shine today. Even if I make like $5, $10, $20, that's cool. Let me shine for a little bit. Let me enjoy my existence today. But there's always those one motherfuckers that want to get in your car and try to dim your light. They gonna say some sideways shit to you to dim your light. Yeah, well, you're running a little late today or something? Like, well, what you talking about? I just got the ping like fucking 3 minutes ago. Well, I've been waiting here for like 20 minutes. I just got the ping like 5-10 minutes ago. I was down the street. I got a ping. I came straight here. Oh, well, I don't know, man. Maybe, you should probably consider, if you can't keep up with, driving, you should probably, like, motherfucker, did you just hear me say I just got the ping? You probably got declined by another driver. I just got this shit on my phone. They always want to dim your light instead of just getting in and just appreciating the fact that you showed the fuck up and saying, hey, man, is there something wrong with the app today? Because I've been saying it for like 10, 15 minutes. Oh, I just got the ping like 5 minutes ago. You popped up, so I just turned the corner and I came straight here. Oh, yeah, actually, I did have another driver, but they don't think like that. They see you coming up, smiling, enjoying your day, having a good time. They've had something happen to them to where they want to dim your light because they're dim right now. And they want to pull you down to where they are. Like it says, that crab mentality, man, crab mentality. They want to pull you down to where they are. I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking with them. I'm not dealing with these people today. I'm not. Because when I was corporate, I had to deal with people, which is cool because they paid me pretty well, but my soul wasn't content. And I was actually speaking to a lady today. So my man's got his mom, so I had to take her to work today. And, she works on the reservation and she's a native. She works on the reservation with people who have like, ailments as far as like, what do you call it when you drink too much and stuff like that? Drugs. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a word for it. When you drink too much, you got to go to rehab and all this stuff like that. I can't remember. It's not like addiction. It's sort of like addiction. Let's call it addiction. Sort of like addiction. So she's got the job. It was a 2-year grant. So it was a 2-year grant. And she was like, okay, so she worked at the job for 2 years on a reservation. She's a native, and she's helping people out, get off of addictions, helping people with classes, helping people with stuff like that, getting people's life together, getting all this. The grant ran out. They didn't have the grant no more. And she was like, she's older. She's like, well, I guess I can just go back to school, do something different. This is my man Sky's mom. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to go back to school, probably do something. I don't know. I'm kind of older in my career. I should be considering retiring, but here I am, my grant ran out, so I'm going to do this shit. He keeps getting that nippy mentality. I'm locksmith. No, I don't get that. I'm locksmith. Yeah, rehabilitation. That's what it's like. Rehab. That's what it is. Rehab. Yep. And that's basically what she does, like rehabilitation. That's what it is. That's the word I was looking for, but I couldn't think of it. So she rehabilitates people, and that's the program she runs in. And so her grant ran out, and they were like, how about we just offer you a permanent position? She's been there for 13 years now. 13 years. She says, Jeff, I've never had a more fulfilling job in my life. I work with people. I see broken people come in, and I've seen people out. Broken people come in, and I help them get their lives together. They get back on track. Some of them get their kids back. Life is good again. This is the most fulfilling job ever. And I sat there listening to her, and I'm driving her. It was this morning. I'm driving her, and I took the Beamer this morning. I took the Beamer, so I'm driving her, and I said, what's funny? I said, when I was an accountant, and I was making all that money in the casino, and, I was making so much money. I mean, I was like surprised that we were still getting direct deposits. I was like, damn, it felt like I just got paid. Can we just stop getting paid for a minute? I'm getting so much money. People gonna start thinking I'm a fucking drug dealer. Money just keeps hitting my bank account, and it's getting too much money in there. They was paying us too well in casino. So I wasn't fulfilled, though. I did not like that fucking job. I did not like it. I was like, another casino's gonna buy us out. I'm gonna get replaced because of job duplication. So everything I'm doing right now, we're going to switch the systems out. It was always that I knew what I was doing made no difference. It really didn't make a difference in nobody's life. It made a difference in making sure that people who needed financial statements can walk into a meeting with financial statements. But I knew what I was doing didn't make a real difference in the scheme of the universe. Anything I worked on was going to eventually be shredded, because every 3 years we shred all that shit anyways. It's not like I was making great art or doing something that's going to be around for centuries that people can see. Hey, look what Jeff did in 1999. No, what Jeff did in 1999 got shredded already. It's a pile of fucking like confetti somewhere. So I wasn't fulfilled at what I was doing with my existence, which is why one day I just came up with the idea to just walk away from corporate and do what I felt like doing, working on cars. So I began working on cars, and it was fulfilling. Most of my clients were single moms, because most women, they're so busy, growing up being women, they don't take time to go work on a car. Most guys, they do. So I can help guys out, and some guys do, and I would help when they got stuck and didn't have the tools or whatever. But for the most part, most of my clients were women who just, they were tired of getting ripped off by shops. But it was so much more fulfilling to have less money, dealing with happier energy, with a better crowd. And like I said, I wasn't making no money doing that shit like I was making with corporate. I was working way harder being a mechanic than working with corporate. Just like with driving, I worked way harder driving than when I was working with corporate. But it's so much more fulfilling to pick somebody up. They got on a suit today, got on a tie. I'm going to an interview, man. Hey, what are you interviewing for? I just graduated in May. Hey, congratulations, bro. Congratulations, man. What are you interviewing for? Yeah, man. Well, it's a new IT job. They just opened a small business. I'm like, you know what? I used to work for small businesses. I'll tell you like this. Get in that small company and bust your ass, because small companies will take care of you better than big companies, because with a small company, you're more than just a number. You're a person at a small company. At a big company, you ain't shit but a number. And I would let these people know. I would give them the energy to want to walk into that interview and like, I really want to fucking work here. This guy just told me, you guys are small. You guys are probably the best. You're my first job out of college. You're not going to just chew me up and spit me out like some big ass company. I want to work here. And you get them people that fucking that energy in that car while we driving. Motherfucker, I used to be corporate. I used to be a number. I worked for a small company and I wasn't a number. They respected me. They called me, hey, Jeff, go take care of your son today, man. All right, bet. Big company, they don't give a fuck. They like, you ain't got no PTO left. It's like, motherfucker, fuck PTO. My son's sick. You ain't got no PTO. Give a fuck about your son. You ain't got no PTO. Get back to your office. It's like, That's big companies for you. It's always red tape, always red tape. And with a small company, it's about energy. It's about life. And when we do this shit in ride share, we're small businesses. We're one person running our shit. We're small companies. We're one person. And we know we mean a lot, because if we don't show up for work, we don't eat. We don't get paid. So we got to show up for work. And so we love showing up for work. Love cruising. Send people all these fucking groceries. Sitting out front of Walmart. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to call you, but my car went flat. I picked up one lady. It was her daughter's car. Car went flat, all right in front of Walmart. So she had to get all the groceries out of that car, put that shit in my car. Got her to the house. She gave me a $10 cash tip. It was on her daughter's account. She made her daughter pay for it because it was her daughter's car. Then she gave me a $10 cash tip. And it was right from the Tempe Walmart on Southern and Rural, right to some apartments over on like Tempe and like 7th Street or something, up past Mill a little bit. But I'm like, man, I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that. See, yoga said, and that's why I submitted to yoga. The gratitude of healing my fellow human beings, not big money, but big energy and soul fulfillment. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because I swear, sometimes when I look at pictures of space and I look at pictures of what, telescopes and stuff be finding and shit like that, and you see just the light just radiating like crazy, there's no amount of money that can create that type of energy. None. That's energy from the soul of the fucking universe. That is soul energy. Soul of something that's alive, but not alive, but creating life at the same time. It's more than just money. Money's good. It can help. It's a tool that helps you get from point A to point B, like a car helps you get from point A to point B. But your energy, that's your life. Money cannot be your life. Energy's got to be your life. So if you're doing some shit that you don't like doing every single day, you slowly dying. You ain't living yet. You slowly dying. I can't wait to have my car clean. Can't wait to shine the motherfucking wheels up. Get my little chemical guy shit all inside of my car. Because I know when I pull up and these people get in my car, they're going to be like, damn, this motherfucker's clean. What year is this? 2019. Man, this motherfucker look brand new. Oh, man, it's got some miles on it, man. Damn, this motherfucker's nice. That's energy right there. You put all your heart, soul, and effort into cleaning that car up, and when that shit hits you, you feel like the universe just radiating fucking light right then. You feel like the universe radiating light. You like, man, this shit was good, man. I'm glad. And yeah, exactly. That's the difference between a job and work. Motherfuckers say, get a real job. I say, motherfucker, get a real life. How about that? Get a real life. Because I don't need no real job when I got a real life. When I pull up on motherfuckers, and I know that everything I did today was for this smile, was for this $20 tip. Like my man Jesse last night, crew, he changed a $16 or $21 ride into a $60 ride. That's the shit we live for. That's what we wake up for. It's to make somebody so happy. They go, bruh, here, I'm glad you showed up. Man, I love your car. I love your energy, love your music. Here. The money is just the token. The money's the token. The energy is the reward. That's the true fucking reward. You can give me tokens all day. If you gave me $100 in my hands and here's 100, you old dusty bastard, don't ever come pick me up again. The $100 don't mean shit to me no more. Because you just called me a dusty bastard and told me not to come pick you up no more, even though you gave me 100. The token don't mean shit. It's the energy behind that token. You give me 100, be like, man, I wish I can give you more. Here's 100. Man, you deserve, man. I'm so glad you picked me up, bro. Man, I'm so glad. It's all about the energy. That's what it's about, man. It's about that energy. All right, Kev, brother, I'm going to see you, my man. Black lesbian mustache. You silly, brother. You silly, man. Says, hey, do me a favor. Say that shit again. My lady's in the car with me, and we right now arguing because she caught up in debt and money. Yeah, hey, man. Jobs don't mean it. Hey, you already know already. Job, you got to go out there and get the shit. Give me $100. You can call me a dusty basketball. You just a glutton for punishment. That's all. You a glutton for punishment. Like shit. Give me $100 and call me bitch. Hey, you dusty bitch. Here's 100. Thank you. You a glutton for punishment. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's what it is, man. It's energy. It's energy. And I tell folks, do you know how much money? And it's funny because Kev, I was just talking to Kev today, not you, Bighorn Kev, but my client Kev. I was just talking to him today. Now, Kev, he's a really good guy. Him and his wife, they 2 young sons. They live in Colorado. They do NIL deals with college players. They do NIL deals. And so all of the rookies, they know all of the rookies because they got to deal with all the rookies in basketball. It's mainly basketball. So they know every rookie. They know every trade. They know stats. They know this guy is on his shit. He knows everything. This guy knows everything. He's one of my clients. And hopefully I get to introduce him and bring him on because he could talk sports. His family, they do the NIL deals for all these athletes in college. And when they end up becoming like bigger than that, you know, it's something good for them. But he was talking about this one guy, NIL deal. And he was like, you know what? He said, he's like, Jeff, the thing about most of these young black athletes, and this is a white guy, he said that most of these things about these young black athletes is they don't have the financial literacy to understand how much money they really have. He said, because people look at the internet and they see people just throwing money away, blowing money, this and that money. He says, this one kid he's got an NIL deal. He says, he's got a nice, modest apartment. He drives a little Challenger, nothing expensive, little Challenger, but he's making like $750,000. He says, man, this kid already gets it. It's not about the money. It's about how are you living, the energy. Are you happy when you wake up? Are you happy when you do this? And this guy, he has this kid got all this money and he don't throw it away. He don't blow this shit. He don't care about the money. He's glad at the opportunities he's getting with the NIL deals. Glad that he's going to get drafted into the NBA. He's happy about all of this shit. The money don't even make this kid. And I'm listening to Kev talk. I'm driving this morning. I was taking Kev to the airport this morning. So we flying down the highway and I'm listening to his stories about all these athletes and even his kids. His kids are two little kids. They're probably about 8 or 9. And his kids play basketball with all these great athletes all the time because they do all the NIL deals. So his kids are growing up in an environment to where they're seeing guys who have nothing end up getting great, amazing deals. So the next time they see them, they got all this nice shit. And these guys are still humble because, Kev, they all surround these guys with certain energy that the money is not making you. What's making you great is you being who you are. That's what makes you great. And these guys are so humble. They playing basketball with these little kids and shit, shooting hoops with them, out hanging with them. They're not out there in the street with big ass gold chains, smoking weed, doing all this crazy shit. Like, yeah, I got this money, bitch. No, these athletes is really starting out the right way, surrounded by good people, starting out with good people, man. What up, Abby Twin? What's good? What's good? See, I said, bro, just move on. He was like, no, I got beef now. I said, well, you got beef with yourself at this point. That's funny shit. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, nice boys win. People don't get it, man. You can have a lot of money and have the worst energy ever around you, or you can have no money at all and have all opportunity. Everything going for you. Like now, when I was working in corporate, I had a lot of money, but I had a shitty life. And I mean, I'm not going to say it was a shitty life. I'll say it was a shitty existence. I felt that I existed just for other people to be able to tell me what to do every day from 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock p.m. I existed for that reason. And they paid me pretty well for that existence. My life sucked because I might want to wake up and go to the gym. I can't because somebody's like, you got to come to the office. I might want to go downstairs and get me a brownie. You can't because we got a meeting at this time. I might want to go, my son's got a thing that you can't do that because we got to go do this. So my existence was never about me. My existence was always about making sure somebody had the power to tell me what to do. So I had to be present for that. I wasn't present for enjoyment, happiness. Hey, man, it's a nice ass car. Hey, dog, bump some Nipsey. I was back in the day, I was playing MP3s that I used to get off of Napster and LimeWire. I would bring that shit to work and they would be like, you can't play that in the office. Why not? It's my music. It's my office. There ain't nobody else around here. Oh, well, people come and go. I'm like, well, shit, they could just leave. I don't give a fuck. I'm playing my music. I would get some of the best music I could find off of Napster. And it would take forever to get off Napster because we had regular dial-up back then. So to me, this shit was critical. My MP3s was critical. It took me a long time to download this fucking song. And you can't download 2 or 3 at a time because it'll slow your computer down. So you can only download 1 song at a time. So this shit's critical. I'm in my office listening to my music. And I'm like, man, motherfucker, come in and tell me, hey, you got to turn that off. Man, if you don't get the fuck up out of my office, you know how long it took me to download this damn song? It's like, I'm not turning this shit off. It took me all night to download this damn song. I woke up in the morning and like when you click on, let's say you're going to sleep, you click on like 10 songs, you wake up and only 6 of them downloaded so far. You're like, God damn, this shit takes forever. I'm telling y'all, for kicks, LimeWire was my shit. Napster, I still got shit in my computer. Ooh, let me see if I can find some. Wait a minute. I know I'm gonna see something real quick. I know I got some music in here. Well, let me see. My documents. Ooh, where's this shit at? I'm gonna tell y'all. Music. Ooh, my music. All that folder's empty. Are you fucking serious? There's no music in there. Wait a minute. I'm finna find some music in here. I got tons of shit in here. Maybe it's inside a home. Nope. Where the fuck's all my music? Did I move all my music off my shit? I got music in here. I know I do. Dude, I got all my music in here from like Napster and LimeWire and all that shit. Pictures, maybe? No. I'm gonna find this shit because I don't even think I can play the music because I'm on this thing. I can't find it right now. What if? Who gives a shit? But yeah. But man, I would always sit around and take my music into work. And it was my energy. My music was my energy back then. Oh, my camera's fucking up again. Yeah, my energy was my music back then. So now, because we're riding around in our cars all day, I love it, man. I love it. So I love it because it's our life. And I listen to a lot of Nipsey. Like I said, I'm getting back into T-Pain heavy right now. I'm listening to a lot of T-Pain shit, man. And T-Pain is one of the most underrated musicians. He's a genius. I don't know how to. T-Pain is in a category by himself. I'm sorry, T-Pain is in a category by himself. There's no way you can even do a versus against a man who's this versatile with music. There's no way you can. This motherfucking rap, sing, use auto-tunes, not use auto-tunes. They both sound amazing, either with or he's too versatile of an artist. So when people say, is who's your favorite artist? I would have to put T-Pain in that mix. He'd have to, because I've been really listening to him heavy. I listen to a lot of Jesse Cook, Spanish guitar players and shit like that, Carlos Santana. But T-Pain is this motherfucker, I'm telling you, he got music in catalogs that I ain't even heard before, and I'll play it. He's in stuff with, yeah, exactly. I'm in love with a stripper. and then he's got songs with country like singers and stuff like that. T-Pain is too versatile to be listed. He's just, to me, when you start thinking about Prince and Michael Jackson and people like that, Chris Brown, T-Pain is in that category. T-Pain is never going to be like a Jay-Z or a Lil Wayne or Eminem. T-Pain is another echelon. Like with rap, you can only go so high. And Eminem's probably one of my favorite rappers of all time. You can only go so high. But T-Pain is in a level that's beyond what rap can even do. Rap can only get you so far in this world. If Nipsey was still alive, I think Nipsey would probably be the number one rapper out. Because Nipsey, he speaks life in everything he touches. He would be number one rapper out. But T-Pain, that motherfucker, I'm sorry, he got some songs out there. What's good? Time to wake up, my man. Oh, yeah. Q-Tip and a Tribe Called Quest. Gypsy Kings. I think Gypsy Kings, don't they play like instruments and stuff like that? I think they got a movie out called Gypsy Kings. Yep. Guy. I still got Guy. Jam. Oh, jam. Everybody jam with me. Tupac or Nipsey. I will tell you one thing. I gotta expand on this. Because motherfuckers gonna hate me. I think Tupac was like a Black Panther rapping. He was like a Black Panther rapping. Nipsey was more like if Steve Jobs, Donald Trump, Bill Gates, if you wrapped all them up and made them into a hood person, they would probably become Nipsey Hussle. Because this dude is so intelligent. His brain, he's got the Steve Jobs foresight and futuristic thinking. He's way out there. When it comes to money, he's got that Trump negotiation and money tactics and shit like that. Bill Gates is about brand, about product. That's what Nipsey's about. You'd have to wrap up 3 of the greatest people you know on this planet right now. Amazon, wrap 3 of the greatest people you know on this planet right now and make them hood people. That would be Nipsey Hussle. Pac is just, he's more like the Black Panther of rap. He's more like, my community, I'm front line. I'm fighting for all of them. You stand in my way. I'm running you over, this and that. He really wasn't about money. And Pac, they were trying to make Pac about money when they brought him out to California. When Pac was still on the East Coast, when he wasn't in California, Pac was 100. He was real. He was from the street. He was from the curb, from the gutter. He was trying to lift everybody up out the gutter. They tried to make him money. Nipsey was from the same thing, gutter, on the curb, trying to get it, this and that. But he ended up getting involved into a business aspect of just life and of rap and of merchandising and of cryptocurrency. He did cryptocurrency and of a lot. Nipsey, he was so expansive. I'm telling you, if this motherfucker was still alive right now, shit, half of us probably wouldn't even be where we are because we've been listening to so much Nipsey. We'd be like starting corporations and shit right now, which is funny because, you know, I don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna say it because it's too much of a similarity, and people might think, oh well, shit. I'm gonna say it anyway because this is 100. I should have never said that shit to begin with. This is 100. Let's keep it 100 on the channel. Let's do this shit. Let's do it. All right. So a long time ago, I used to rap, and a lot of people knew me. I used to rap. You know, I put out a couple of albums. I dropped some albums back in the day, and you know, I used to produce music. I've been on stage in Vegas. I produced, you know, live in Vegas with my man Arrow and all these guys. You know, I love music. I always felt that there was something about me and music, and I always had an ear for music. I used to play a saxophone when I was a kid and shit like that. I always had an ear for music. So when I was younger, after I finished running track, I started this record label called Running Tracks Musics, RTM. So RTM was Running Tracks Music. And if you look in the BMI catalogs, I got all my music. I didn't go ASCAP. I went BMI. So all my music is in the BMI catalogs. Years and years. I mean, I got catalogs of raps that I ain't even put on music yet. I would catalog all my shit in BMI. So here we got Running Tracks Music. And I did that forever. But I wanted to do something different. So I ended up getting involved in clothing. I'm telling you, the shit's about to get weird. So it got involved in clothing. So I was still kind of doing music a little bit, but I was doing more with clothing. And if you went on my Reverb Nation account, you can go to reverbnations.com/JWatts, JWATTS. You can go to that, and all my music is still on there. And I give it away for free. It's always been free. It's always been free. reverbnation.com/JWatts. My music has always been free. I'm telling you, this shit's about to get weird. So I gave all my music out for free. I sold albums. I sold gear. I like the gear better. So I started selling gear. I like selling because the gear was making a statement that music wouldn't reach. Music, you needed a stereo to play it on. Music, you need a set of speakers to hear it on. Gear, you can walk in a building and people see you wearing it and it makes a statement. This is what I'm talking about right now. So when I was doing all of that music and giving it out for free, I did all the gear and I was selling the gear and making money off the gear to help me invest back in my music. This is where the shit got weird. I'm listening to Nipsey Hussle. Like now, I did all my shit a long time ago. I was Running Tracks Music. He was The Marathon Continues, TMC. I was RTM. He was TMC. So we both had the T and the M. He had the R, I had the C. RTM for Running Tracks Music. It was a BMI catalog company. He was TMC. I think TMC was ASCAP. I'm not sure. But I was Running Tracks Music. He was The Marathon Continues. Both had to do with track. Both had to do with running. Both had to do with activity. Running Tracks Music, The Marathon Continues, TMC. We both came from the hood. He's Crenshaw. I'm a Watts. This gets fucking crazy. So he's Crenshaw. I'm Watts. Always have my Watts shit on me. There's my Watts tattoos and all my shit. I always got Watts. So he's Crenshaw. I'm Watts. Always had Watts gear. J Watts on my back when I used to go places. Oh man, you from Watts? Because I got Watts everywhere. So I'm telling you, this shit gets weird. I'm listening to Nipsey, and Nipsey said in his music, he said specifically, I give away this music and I make my double back in clothes. He said that shit. I give away this music and I make double back in clothes, and he makes double back in shows, but he gives away his music. And I think of that shit. And I'm like, Jeff, you used to give away all your music for free. I used to produce music for free too. I would give away all the music. but I would always sell money. I'll always make all my money with the gear I was selling at the time. I don't sell as much gear as I used to. I used to sell a lot of gear, but it was like, it's like the universe paralleled me and this dude for some reason. And I recognize him. He's a light. I recognize him. And I listen to his music and I feel him because I'm like, that was me. That shit was me. I feel this dude, man. So every time he's rapping, when he's saying shit all the time, I understand his brain because somehow he started his shit. The marathon continues. It had to do with track. It had to do with racing. It had to do with finish line. It had to do with victories, victory laps, shit like that. I was running tracks music because I used to run track, RTM. And so when I'm listening to Nipsey, it's almost like I'm listening to a whole nother. Nipsey never died to me. He never died. I know he's dead, but this dude this dude lives through his music. And he touches anybody who understands what he's going through, why he's going through it, even though both of our brains kind of worked in the same way. He was from a much rougher background than I was from. I went the college route. He went the clothing route. When I got out of college, then I did my music and my clothes and all that shit. So, but we did it at 2 different times. But just listening to his music and trying to understand his mindset of why he kept the certain people around him that he kept around him, why he loses people, why I lose people. And I'm listening to how he treats people in this circle, how I treat people in my circle. And it's like, it's weird because there are anomalies in this world. Trust me, there are always anomalies going to be in this world. But when you start seeing anomalies that damn near mirror exactly what the fuck you went through, it's a sign. That's why I got this big ass 1111 tattoo on my arm. It's a sign, and you got to pay attention to the signs in the universe. And listening to Nipsey, when I cruise and I do shit and everything else like that, I believe the marathon continues. This shit ain't over yet. That's God talking to me, telling me, Jeff, I put an angel on this planet for you. This angel couldn't live forever. His name was Nipsey Hussle. He couldn't live forever because he had to tell you something. So they made this angel magnificent and they put him on this planet and he did what he had to do and he spoke to everybody he had to speak to, but only those that are listening understand what, hey, the marathon continues and everything we do, this shit still got to keep going. Fuck with these Uber apps, Lyft apps, the marathon continues. We got to get out there and make this fucking money. All money in, no money out. Buy trucks, buy cars, do what the fuck you got to do, all money in. When you listen to that shit and you understand, Jeff, we put the map in music for you because you like music, Jeff. You're a musician. Not only did we put the map in music, but we took the exact same format, running tracks music. The marathon continues. You sell gear. This dude sold gear. He's Crenshaw. You Watts. Jeff, we laying this shit out for you. If you don't pay attention, and you don't get out there and help your motherfucking community like Nipsey was trying to help his community, if you don't get there and fight for the fucking people that's forgotten, the people that's overlooked, if you don't get out there and do that shit for these people, you're not paying attention to the roadmap we sitting in front of you. I know these apps got me on lock. I know they fucking looking at me like this motherfucker's front line. Just like Nipsey Hussle say, I'm front line. Nipsey Hussle say that shit, I'm front line. I say the same shit. I say this exactly, brother. It's that frequency, man. When you on that frequency, if you don't pay attention to that frequency, you miss that shit. You'll miss it. You'll miss it. And 1111 is about the awakening. You look it up. It's about the awakening. And if you're not awake enough to understand what's going on around you and you miss that frequency, you miss that, hey, you might miss your opportunity. I follow great people. Like I said, even all the drivers that I follow out here, all the people who I deal with out here and everything else like that, I'm always piggybacking off of their energy because I see signs and I see what I'm supposed to be doing. So when I see them making moves for black SUVs, and a year ago, I started looking at black SUVs. There was a reason why I had to follow these people because one day the apps will stop paying us. And one day I would have to start doing $130 fucking rides with 5-6 people with luggage. One day I would need to be that person. There's not a lot of us in my crew that's got, 7-passenger SUVs. It's only a handful of us. But if we're going to really take over this fucking industry out here, we're really going to push as hard as we can to say we can take the load. If you need the rides, we got the equipment to do the rides. If we really going to be those type of fucking people, we need the Bennies. We need the Allens. We need the Jeffs. We need the fucking Kevs. We need the Jamils. We need everybody with these big ass trucks to get out there because all the car rides are going to be car rides. I got a Beamer for that. I could take 1, 2, 3 people easy. But if we want to lift the heavy load and make sure everybody with the cars out there can make the money that they gonna make converting, we got, Jesse, he's doing $60 rides. Eric, $50 to $80 rides. These guys hanging out rides. They're taking $16 rides, turning them into $50, $60 rides. They're doing that shit. And we say, dude, keep doing that. We got your back. Keep taking those rides, because when that $130 ride pop up and they say, hey, you took my mom and them to the store yesterday, it's going to be 6 of us tomorrow. That's when you call me. I'm your team. I got your back. I bought the equipment for that shit. If we going to do this, we going to do this. You keep knocking out them $50 rides for 10 miles, $60 rides for 13 miles. You knock those shits out. But when it's time, they say, well, Eric, all you got is a small ass car. You need a better team. Motherfucker, I got a team. Jeff, what are you doing tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m.? Nothing. I got 6 people need a ride. I got you. This is why we do what we do out here, man. This is why we do what we do out here. It's bigger than us, man. This is community, man. It's community. And that's why Uber sending that bullshit post out. Oh, community, man, fuck them. We know what community is because we started this shit. We out here doing community shit. We drivers bonding together, making sure if we gonna do this, we gonna really do this. Man. Yep, I've seen too much shit in my life, Jeff, to miss another opportunity. Not talking about work, talking life. Yeah, real shit, Zach, real shit. And when you see it, you got to witness it, man. You got to pay attention to what's going on, because when you see it, you will see exactly when you should be acting and being proactive about something, because you already see what's coming down the pipe. Like I say, we're a channel that stays ahead of the curve. We stay ahead of the curve. We're a very proactive channel. We say shit. Even when people doubt us, we say shit. And what happens? Months later, they say what we've already fucking said. They're spitting up regurgitated information. We are the fucking forefront. So when you see something out there, you got to be proactive on it. It's scary. It's scary walking in the front with the machete, cutting down the tall weeds. It's scary to do that shit. You got to chop down the vines and the trees. It's scary to be the first one, front line, chopping down the path for these motherfuckers behind you. But somebody got to be brave enough to do it. This channel's brave enough to do it. We got the machetes in the front. We chopping down the tall trees. We chopping down the weeds and the vines and shit. We clearing a path for these motherfuckers to be able to speak up. So when they laughing and talk shit about us, they need to remember who's front line, who carrying this shit for y'all. Who started talking about these ragged ass fucking apps, talking shit about these apps, really checking them for who they are and doing what they doing to us. Who started that gangster shit? And it's the motherfucking thanks I get. It's like they out here, we out here, trying to really do this shit for real. And they want to sit up there and act like we ain't doing something important for the community. We don't give a shit about what they think. We out here making sure everybody eats. That's more important to me than what they fucking think. It makes no difference how many subs you got. What makes a difference is my team hit me up. I made $210 night on 4 rides, Jeff. $210 on 4 rides. You do 4 rides on the app, you making $21.30 fucking dollars. You making that on the app. 4 rides, $210, all short miles, all bangers. Why? Because I converted them all. I was doing $60 rides, 13 miles, Jeff. Yeah, you do that shit on the apps. 13 miles, you getting like $9, $12. That's all you're going to get. We out here really showing people how to make this shit happen and what these apps doing. These apps scared as a motherfucker. These apps sitting around looking at us like, hey, man, can you guys kind of come back? Can you come back to the table? Can you come back to the community? Can we revisit these motherfucking community guidelines? It's like, no, we ain't doing shit. No, we ain't revisiting no motherfucking community guidelines. We got a guideline in my community. It's called don't come in here and try to break us. That's my guideline in my community. You come in here and you try to break us. You take money out of my neighbor's pocket. Don't put it back into my pocket. But yet take this money. No. That's my community guideline. We cutting you out of the fucking deal. You don't come here. Because we're going to form a shield around anything we can touch. And these apps going to be mad as shit. Well, we can't get Jeff to drive for us no more. Why not? Because we try not to pay him. And he ain't taking none of these rides. He's converting them all. We're trying our best not to pay this dude. Yes. But I'm seeing street crews finally out fixing potholes on interstate that have been tearing up tires for years. Good energy praying for our elected officials to take action. Finally seeing it happen. Exactly. And that's another thing. When we don't get the money from tax dollars and everything put into our infrastructure, we're putting 60,000 miles a year on these cars, 30,000, 70,000. This shit's tearing our cars up and we're not getting the money to fix this shit. So how are we out here in these streets tearing our vehicles up? Got cars sitting in the front yard with busted tie rods, can't even afford them. Lower control arms falling apart, we can't even afford them. But yet these apps are like, well, you can always rent from us. Why do I want to rent from you not make enough money to pay my car note and insurance, and still not make enough money to save money to fix my car. It's a poverty trap. Renting from these fucking people. I even got videos on my channel. Renting from these apps is nothing but a poverty trap. That's all it is. That's all it is. Look at that. 6 family and friend rides for $350. $350 yesterday. There you go. Time to wake up. $350. This is what I'm talking about. Yup, that's it. Quality, not quantity. Rule 1. That's game right there. That's game right there. Because when you become a quality driver, you ain't trying to do no 70 trips for $70. You could do 1 trip for $70 and call it good. Why you want to do 70 of them for $70? Like, you going to have me out here, just like Abby said, you're going to be out here busting your shit on potholes and everything else like that to make $70. $70 ain't going to get you another tire. You done busted your tires. You done knocked the rim off. The tie rod's all shot. You got to get new tie rod ends. And all of a sudden, you like, well, I got $70. Yeah, but it's a $600 issue you just paid with that $70 you made. You got a $600 issue. So you $530 in the hole. You can't keep being $530 in the hole and calling yourself a smart business person. That shit don't work like that. Man. Well, one ride I was trying to convert, homegirl's boyfriend jumped in and killed off the deal when it was his girl who ordered the ride and agreed to the deal I offered. Yep. Hey, nice boys. That's the same shit that happens to me, man. I'll be talking to the moms, and the moms be happy. They're like, okay, let's do it. And the daughter was like, no. I hate when this camera does that. Something is like the light is fucking up on it. Yeah, and the girl's like, no, we'll just take an Uber. I'm like, cool, cancel it. So I canceled that shit. And she was like, hey, can you cancel this ride? I'm like, you late, motherfucker. I already did. She's like, what do you mean? Can I cancel it? I've already canceled it already. You late. Like, man. But people, man, like I said, drivers out here, we got to get in charge. We got to get in charge of our community. We got to let people know we're here to do the work. We're here to save them some money. We're not going to let these apps gouge them. And not only that, if we can save money in our communities, we can reinvest back into our communities. But at the current rate right now, with corporate taking money out of the communities, we're not getting the money to put back in. They're taking money out, leaving everything dilapidated. And when it comes time for us to go to the grocery store, instead of spending $170 like we normally spend a fee, we're going to go in and spend like, $50, $60 because we ain't making no money. Because now we got to use the other money to cover our phone. And now we got to use the other money to cover, a new car part because we done broke some shit driving around. We would like to put in $170 into the economy, but we can't do it if we're not getting that kind of money back. And so, man, we'll do it. We're the driving crew that's going to be out there doing it. You don't see a lot of channels talking like that. Because like I said, we the motherfuckers with the machetes in the front. We chopping down the tall grass. We chopping down the trees. We're forming a pathway for them because the apps are never going to form a pathway. The apps will never form a pathway for these drivers to get money. If anything, they're going to take money away from these drivers. And if you look at the current state of how these rides are going, $55 for rides, giving drivers $13 out of the 55. And yet these drivers are walking around. Oh, I got to hit a challenge. The challenge is you not being fucked over. That's the challenge. If you telling me you sold me for $55, you sold me for $55, and you giving me $13, I'm gonna tell this motherfucker I'll do it for $40. Because I'm not driving all day to get an extra $1.25 per ride. I'm gonna give you an extra $1.25 per ride. I'm getting an extra $20 per ride. I'm getting an extra $30 per ride. And the person paying is gonna pay less. So it's a win-win for us. A lot of these motherfuckers, I'm gonna get that $1.25. I'm gonna get that extra $2. I want to get that $2. It's like $2. The fuck? You just drove like 70 rides to get an extra $2 per ride when you can get probably 10 or 15 extra per ride. 70 rides at $20 extra per ride, you're making $1,400 extra that week. If you do 70 rides that week and you convert each one of them for $20 more, you just made a $1,400 quest for yourself. $1,400 quest for yourself. When these motherfuckers getting $130, you made $1,400. They got $130. Man, you got to get up there and get it, man. Get up there and get it. See, I pray to God the weather gets hotter here in California. Here I am trying to work with you to accommodate you to cheaper than Uber. You could jump in my car with the AC on blast, and your man is sitting here getting salty about canceling a ride from the app. Exactly. It's like, hey, if you don't want the ride, just say you don't want the ride. Like, I'll cancel this shit and we can get going. But if I'm trying to make more money, trying to save you money, make it a win-win situation for both of us, and you looking at me like, I don't give a fuck how much money you get paid. If you don't like what you're getting paid, go talk to Uber about what you're getting paid. I'd be like, you're right. Let me cancel this real quick so I can make a call to Uber. I'm going to cancel this ride. You got to get out because I'm going to go make a call to Uber. Wait. So you ain't taking me? No, I'm going to go talk to Uber. You told me if I want more money, go talk to Uber. I'm going to talk to him right now about this trip. I'm going to cancel it. You can get out. You'll get another ride, hopefully. And I'm going to go make a call. I probably really won't make a call because I don't do that shit, but I'm going to tell that motherfucker that. It's like, get out my car. Also, what, you ain't going to take me? Hell no. If you don't care about what I'm getting paid, why should I care about how you getting there? I mean, the energy don't even make sense. You could say, I don't care about what you getting paid, not my problem. But I can't tell you, I don't care about how you not getting there or whatever. Get the fuck up out of my, that's not my problem. You got to return that energy, man. Return that energy back. And I think when more people realize that this whole economy is based off of the energy we give, the energy they give us, this whole thing's based off of all that, we start doing better. Now everybody's like, oh man, you know what? I got a driver. He pulled up on me, told me he was only getting 13. And I was like, well, damn, I paid 37. You only getting 13? Yeah. So I gave him $30. Didn't even have to tip him. I gave him $30. I was going to pay 37 and tip him 5 to make it 42. I gave him 30 straight up. I saved myself $12 just by taking the shit off the app. That's how we roll out here, man. Uh-oh. Finally rained down here. Wait, where you at, Wayne? Where you at? Where did it rain at, man? Y'all getting that hurricane Burl rains and shit down there? That sheeple is a percentage of Uber and Lyft can always count gas on. Yeah. Does AC use gas? Yep. Because this is how, man, people don't understand how AC uses fuel. AC uses fuel because it adds extra stress to the engine. Your engine has so much torque, so much power, and when you apply the throttle, when you hit the throttle, it opens up the throttle body. So much air goes in. Now, depending on position of the throttle, that's how much torque you're going to get. Now, if your air compressor is on, that means there's power loss in there because that compressor is a whole nother pulley. It's not just an idle pulley just spinning around no more. It's actually a pulley that's locked now. Now that it's locked, it takes force. It takes energy to turn that pulley. So because it's taking energy to turn that pulley, that's taking some of the torque out. Some of the power from the engine is now being displaced right there in that one pulley now. And so you got to push that throttle a little bit harder, open up that throttle body a little bit more so that car can get enough power to go as fast as you normally used to going. You can drive normal with your AC on and barely hitting the throttle, but you're going to be holding up traffic all the time because you always be going like, a mile, 2-3 miles slower than everybody else because you're leaving the light a lot slower. If you want to leave the light the same speed as everybody else, you got to apply a little more throttle because that extra pulley is adding that displacement of energy right there. So it's like, man, you gotta get out there, man, and let motherfuckers know if I'm running AC, I'm running out of gas. It's just real shit, man. Wait a minute. It was one-on-one here. Feels like, yeah, one-on-one real fear here for 10 days. Damn. Was that? I feel like a prostitute on 27 finally getting rid of that pimp. What up, Jesse? I was just talking about you, brother. I was just talking about you, man. Man, that's what's up. What time to wake up and say, hey, Jeff, you hear Sergio on the last ride share, show me the money. He sounded more and more like you every day. He keeps repeating, know your worth, telling drivers to get paid and stop taking pigeon rides. Hey, we try to tell them, man. We try to let people know. It's like, he's got a bigger platform. As long as he's out there realizing that the shit they were promoting at first was not going to get nobody nowhere, it really wasn't. I'm glad he's switching it up. And, at some point, they're going to have to sound like me. And a lot of these are the same channels they used to tell me when my channel had 1,000 subs, 800 subs, when my channel was that small. And it used to be like, his channel's not going to make it nowhere because he cusses too much. He talks too much shit. He's always talking shit about the apps. He hates the apps. He always saying the apps are ripping him off. I mean, he's not giving any kind of, true. But I used to always tell people, this is how you drive on the apps. You got to use you got to use Surge. You got to do short trips. You got to get tips. I used to always say that all the time. What up, Go Gig It? What up? I used to say that all the time on my videos. But my presentation was me. It was always me present. So, his channel gonna make it nowhere. He cussing too much. He talked too much shit about the apps. He ain't helping nobody. He's got to teach people how to use these apps better. He's got to teach people how to drive more, how to go 80 hours, man. He got to teach people how to go 84 hours, man. He got to teach people how to do that. That was at 800 subs. I'm over 10,000 subs now, saying the same shit, if not worse. And all of them sounding just like me now. They all cuss. They say shit, motherfucker, bitch, asshole. They say a lot of shit on their channels that they not used to say. Go look at their old content. Listen to their new shit. Go listen to my old shit. Listen to my new shit. I sound the same. I've always sounded like this. But you will see everybody around me is starting to change because they realizing we missing the boat. Not on just content, but on energy. We got to start fighting for these drivers in a real way, not a shield way. We can't be out here pussyfooting around a situation. We got to come straight and direct at it. I never pussyfooted around nothing. I never lollygagged around being soft, giving motherfucker softball quit. No, I keep it 100. If motherfucker, I represent the chat. If somebody's asking something, I'm asking you because I see it on my screen. I'm asking you. And if you don't want to answer questions like this, you don't need to be on my channel because people on my channel ask questions like this. So I'm not one of them people that's gonna have somebody on my channel who I'm not gonna ask real questions to. Never. I'm not. That's not my shit right there. So, I curse. Damn, censor me. This is not a guru with cars. Not a fan of the CVT. Exactly. Yeah, CVT transmission is the belt style. Yeah, that does not affect the amount of draw from the pulleys. Yeah, CVT though, that's a chain. It's a chain. It's like it has links in it. The CVT transmission has a chain in there with links in it, and when that chain snaps, you get all these links in your transmission pan, and your car won't go nowhere. That band alone, that little chain alone, is like $1,200 just for that band, and then you got to get somebody to take your transmission out and put it back in. See me, my Escalade transmission, the 4L60E. I rebuilt the whole transmission for like $360. Rebuilt the whole thing. Anything I needed, I got it off of eBay, $360, rebuilt it. CVT, the band alone is $1,200. That's not even taking the transmission out. So them CVTs are some, man, that's some shit. They're hard to deal with. CVT, too many moving parts. Real shit. Like, hey, Druzzy, if you don't like the way Jeff talk, I wouldn't be here. Cusses against company policies. This is how I know you're real. I know it. I know you like, Jeff can't work for Uber or Lyft. Why? Because he says fuck them all the time. It's like anybody who's scared to just sit and chat. That's why I had to say, you know what? I had to take that shit off my name. I had to start the mic drop barbecue because we're going to talk like we in the backyard at the barbecue. We're going to have real conversation like adults. Motherfucker, well, what if kids listen? If you let your kids listen to me, then that's on you. My kids don't listen to me. Shit, they probably don't listen to me in real life, let alone on the fucking internet. It's like shit. It's like, man, all the channels start talking like Jeff Metzer. Sooner or later, drivers and riders will unite eventually. And they have to, Abby, they have to. It's only so long you can pretend that there's not this big ass elephant in the room called ripping people off. That's the elephant, ripping people off. You can't sit up there and say these apps aren't using second and third parties to do transactions and everybody's eating off our backs. NEMT is the main thing. Oh, those are our driving partners we work with. No, NEMT is not your driving partners. Those are people who are ripping us off too, because you're giving them a cut of the money that you're charging and we ain't getting a cut of the reimbursement. You're giving us $13, but you're being reimbursed $125. We're not your driving partners. Your driving partners are the second and third parties. You're using us as slaves to make sure they eat right. That shit's over. That ship sailed. That ship is sailed. It's drivers out there right now eating better. They eating better now. 6 rides, $350. 4 rides, $210. 1 ride, $130. The same ride I did for $130, they doing that shit for $29. They doing them rides for $29. I did it for $130. They doing it for $29. We're eating right now. When you go out there and you hunt for yourself, you're going to eat right. You let these apps go out there and do the hunting for you, they're going to sell you like a slave. Hey, we found somebody that needs a ride. Go get him. We'll give you $9. You found out those motherfuckers paid $32. You got $9. You're like, wait a minute, why did I get $9? Oh, because we actually had the person called a rideshare app company, and the app company used Uber. So the app company had to get money. Uber had to get money, and you end up getting the least of everything. That's the problem right there. They're out there letting people get involved in rideshare industry, using us to do all the work and not paying us. Because like I said, they've got immigrants now. And when you've got immigrants out here willing to do a ride for $7, not caring that these apps out there just charge $29. So that's $22 they made, and you got 7. They charge 29 bucks. You got 7, they got 22. Each company involved in that gets 11 and 11, and you get 7, and you're the one doing all the work. When they allow you to be used like that, oh, they know they got the upper hand. This channel has drivers out there making money the right way. And these apps are scared shitless right now. They're scampering because riders and drivers are finally talking. We're communicating with each other. We letting each other know, hey, this shit right here is bullshit, man. I paid this much money. What Abby say, the apps are creating contracts with corporations and selling our services to them instead of them contracting with us. Even the insurance companies are being deceived if we can't make enough to pay. Right. Because what are they doing? They're charging us. They're 10xing the insurance we're paying on these rides. They're 10xing it. And so anybody who's involved in that is getting a cut of that 10x. You can go get your own commercial insurance, $600 a month, $700 a month, paying $20 a day. You're paying $20 a day for insurance on your own. These apps will be charging you $100 a day just to drive around on their insurance. They charge you $100 a day to drive around on their insurance. I'm like, how could you do somebody like that? You're charging people $100 a day to drive on your insurance when Hum can allow me to do it for $1 a day, $6 a day, maybe $2 a day, $30 a day, $20 a day, and you charging me over $100 a day for these bullshit ass rides I'm getting? Nah, we cool. Oh yeah. Oh, you already know it, Dallas. In Phoenix, I've seen Uber give 5 to 20% discount off most rides to passengers every day this summer because they're fighting. They're fighting against our cash rides right now. And we called it. We called it, though, months ago. We said, you got to start developing your client base right now. If you are not developing your private client base right now, Uber's going to start trying to retaliate. I said this shit months ago. Start giving out your cars. Start getting your clients set up. Send them text messages. Let them know, hey, man, I'm free today. If you guys need a ride, don't put everybody on a group text, because if you put them on a group text and one person responds, all these people now got all these phone numbers now. You got to do the work. You got to text everybody individually. You've got to do the work. When I text people individually, I text everybody individually. What was that? Hey, Jeff, yesterday client paid $45 changing the address for an extra 2 miles. Who wanted to pay me $15? Rider saw that on my phone and canceled and Venmo me $40. Real shit, Vic. Real shit. That's how we do. And the apps don't like that. They don't like it when we see that transparency going on and they go, hey, you know what? Can you just cancel this shit? Cancel all that. I'm just going to give you $40. Like, okay, cool. Let's go. What up, Herb? What up? Yeah, that's a 2 post. I just read progressive policy before rideshare. That's a 2-part post. I just read progressive's policy for rideshare. Okay. Insurance for the cars, resorts, and friends and families under shared expense for carpools. Okay. And that's the thing. When we're out here driving and we're doing the actual work that we need to do, like me and Jamil, we always talk about marketing plans. We always talk about this and that. Like to me, it's only 1:30, but I slept all day today. 1:30 right now, it feels like it's probably 3:00 p.m. to me right now. It's 1:30 in the fucking morning. It feels like 3 p.m. But when you're living in 118 degree weather, you learn how to fucking mix shit around a little bit. It's like you're gonna have to be backwards for a little bit. And my son's in town right now. My 22-year-old's in town, and I text his ass twice already. Told him, get your ass over here and get in this pool, because they don't got a pool at this girl's spot. I said, get your ass over here and get in this fucking pool, man. I am. Guess what? He fell asleep. That motherfucker, he's sleeping all through the heat all day. I said, I told you this. He's gonna knock your ass out. He slept through everything. He was like, I'll be over there. Fucking, he said, Dad, it's so hot here. I was like, yeah, he's Salt Lake. He's Japan and Salt Lake. Arizona's new to him. I'm like, this shit's gonna kill you, dog. It's gonna kill you. Stay out. Don't go outside. Get your ass over here. Get in this fucking pool. I got a raft over there. You can float on the fucking raft if you want to. Yeah. Oh, that's what is it? Jeff's neighbors be like, why is Jeff sitting in this pool talking to himself, cracking jokes and laughing? Well, that's my neighbors behind me probably saying that. This side is just a street. There's nobody next to me. That's why I got this border collie. This motherfucker barking anything going down that street. Here's my guard dog. These people over here just moved out like 2 days ago. So ain't nobody over here. So you got nobody on one side. The people behind me, their house is way the fuck up there, and ain't nobody on that side. I can swim out in this motherfucker all day, laughing, playing loud music, everything. Nobody's going to hear me back here. Nobody's hearing me. I could be like, hell, my dog is trying to bite me. They wouldn't hear me. Exactly. This is straight desert heat, not that humid heat from Japan. Yeah, Japan is different. Japan is more like Salt Lake weather. They got some cool breezes. They got cold. They get snow and shit like that. This, he's not used to. And like I said, he's been in Japan pretty much his whole life. And he's thinking about going back over there next year. And he's going to live there. The Jeff's went butt naked and no one sees. Shit, motherfuckers got drones nowadays. I wouldn't swim naked, man. These motherfuckers with drones and shit. Put your ass on TikTok. Like, look at this motherfucker ass look like a humpback whale and shit. This motherfucker swimming naked. Boy, your motherfucking booty so black like a humpback whale in your pool. Like, motherfucker, shit, I ain't swimming naked in this motherfucker. They gonna put your ass on TikTok. They be like, what is this picture? You zoom the fuck out. Like, dog, I thought that was two dolphins swimming next to each other. Motherfucker ass black as a motherfucker. Like, no, they ain't two dolphins. That's a dude in this pool swimming naked as a motherfucker. It's like, man, I wouldn't do that shit here. These motherfuckers got these drones and shit. They be taking pictures of everything out here. I wouldn't fuck with them. Like, nope. It's like, man. Say humpback whale got himself a burrito. I know a motherfucker got a burrito coming out the back of that humpback whale. What the fuck? No, dog. That's a dude swimming in his backyard, buck naked like a motherfucker. That's a drone picture. You zoom out of that motherfucker and be like, damn, I don't believe I just looked at that shit. That's why I never look at YouTube when it be like, or you looking at these TikToks, hey, what is this picture? Scroll past, because it's guaranteed to be some weird shit you're going to wish you never seen before. Hey, do you know what this is? Scroll past. Don't even look at that shit. Motherfucker zoom out. Oh, shit. It's a crackhead's nutsack. Like, goddamn, why did I look at that shit, man? See, don't look at that shit. See, orca ass, having ass. Exactly, motherfucker. You got a motherfucker black and white booty swimming around in the pool, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Jeff, you do collaborates with Hands on Liberal? Yeah, Tim, me and Tim, we're gonna do something one day. Tim, Tim's going in a good direction. You can't fuck with Tim right now. You can't fuck with. I would love to do a collab with him, and I'm gonna tell you something about live streams. Tim's live streams are inspiring like a motherfucker. This dude will do a live stream 400, 600, 700. I love watching his lives, and I'll be in his live stream. I'm listening to him talk to people, chat with people. He's 100 with it and everything like that. Man, this dude live streams is legit. And I'm gonna tell you why. See, I only got 10,000 people on my channel. I don't know how many Tim got. I only got 10,000. So when I make it to 120, I get happy. I get to 120 people sometimes. Be like, what? Because that's like 10%. That's like 10% of my channel watching my live stream, or 1%. I think it's 1%. Yes, 1%. So it's 1% is actually watching my live stream. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Some people you see have like 200,000 subs on their channel, and their live streams only get like 300 fucking people. Yeah, so Tim's got 85,000. Dude's got 85,000, and his live streams always 600 people, 300, 400, always good. I like shit like that because it gives me hope. And I'm like, if I can multiply, I'm at 10,000 now. If I can multiply, it's called the Handsome Liberal. So if I can multiply my views and subs by the same amount. So if I'm at 10 right now and I can make it to 8, like 80,000, I should have like 800, 900 people on each thing. And I only have like 80,000 people, but my live streams, I have 800 people watching. That to me would be good. That would be good, because I'm seeing some their live streams don't mirror how many subs they got. It's backwards. Tim is a channel that I look at his subs and I look at how many people are on his live streams, and I'm like, he's jamming. Dude's jamming. He's jamming. I like his channel, man. He figured out the system, and he used to do videos a lot. His videos, they all right. His shorts, I like his shorts, and I like his live streams. And me, I hate my shorts, and my live streams are not quite there yet. My videos are better. So everybody's channels is kind of different. My videos do well, so I'm trying to put more emphasis on live streams and shorts now to kind of diversify, so YouTube sees me as more diverse. His live streams are jamming. His shorts go fucking ape shit, crazy. I don't know how he does it, but it's like I like watching this channel, man, because just seeing him as a work in progress. I'm like, dude, he's a good dude, man. He deserves the success. That dude's channel, He used to talk about rideshare a lot, way more rideshare, but now he's getting into the meat of what we should be talking about. And I think that's why his channel is skyrocketing right now, because he's not scared. Dude, not scared. He'll talk about that shit, right? Right? He's like, hey, you know, we about to have a discussion about it. And people in the comments be mad, fighting, isn't that, and all this. Tim be like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about it anyways. They be trying to fuck, oh, you a coon, oh, you this, oh, you a Trump. Tim, man, shut the fuck up. I'm talking about this shit. That's why I like his channel. He knows that there's real people out in this world who ain't just like trolls. Like, I'm not a troll. I watch his shit. I might comment every once in a while, but I don't troll him. I just let him flow. And I like to see that. I'm like, man. See, I can't handle 20 to 30 seconds of jump. I gotta have more. Yeah, my shorts suck. My shorts are garbage, man. But my videos, dude, if I can get a good video going, like I love 40-minute videos, because I'm a person that I cook and I let shit play in the background. If your video is only 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or if you're doing shorts, I can't watch a short because the short's going to keep playing over and over as I'm cooking. So I got to find somebody with a video that's an hour long, that's 45 minutes long, because we're listening to information as we're cooking and processing and washing dishes and getting shit together. I have it all planned through the system and everything like that. And so I'm more tuned in to people who want to drive, get information, listen, and be like, hey, man, this video, and I put good shit through the whole video. I don't just start out with a bang. I put shit all through it so people get a good little surprise every little bit. Man. So your shorts are good, bro. I don't know. My shorts are they all right. It says, yo, your shorts are shit. I like the Dr. Dre beats you use. Hell yeah. Hey, I always use Dr. Dre in all my shorts because that's my era. That's my era. I tried to use some new kid shit one time and it was all weird. You like, I'm a cruise around and smoke Molly. I'm a cruise around. Oh, golly. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not smoking no Molly. Get this shit. I don't like them shorts, man. I'm not that. I'm going to drink some shit, inject some shit in my system and go kick it with my people. No, I'm not doing all that. So I just play Dr. Dre. Fuck that shit. I'm cool with Dr. Dre. I know it. And like I said, I even tried to use a Kendrick one time. And I was like, oh, it's kind of off. I had to go back to my Dr. Dre. I use all Dr. Dre shit. But anytime you see all these new people, these new rappers, and they come up with like viral songs, it's always weird shit. I'm like, I don't want that on my short because I'm gonna leave my short on there forever. You'd be like, I'm gonna ride around and pick my nose and stick my drawers, and I'm like, dude, why do y'all rap about the weirdest shit? Dr. Dre is like, you know, what? Like, I love big egos. I love, this is Cessna 307. That's on big egos. That doom. I wish he had that as a short. I'm gonna find Big Egos as a short because that beat, all his beats is classics. So I'm gonna find Big Egos. But I like to use Steel, Explosive. I like shit like that. Say, answer your front door, Mary. Is she there? Drive all the way from New York. For real. Oh, was that? Say, answer your front door, Mary. Mary, nice boy, 100. Was that? Say, shoot. So even my stock in the rideshare professor has gone down. Seems like Jeff and Tim are the real ones on here without an agenda to sell. And that's the thing, man. The fact that I think I'm a driver and I'm struggling, because if I wasn't struggling, I'd be selling the app like, yeah, you guys make sure you drive the app and hit your request today and hit that, streak tomorrow and get all your surges. No, these motherfuckers sending us bullshit. $3 surges at concerts. This is a struggle. And anybody who's going to admit that it's a struggle, I'm with it. But you got these raggedy motherfuckers like to bounce around and troll people. Oh, you guys just don't know how to drive. Today, I made $1,000 on the apps today. Like, no, you did, motherfucker. Whatever, please. Show me. Email me. Show me you made $1,000 a day on the app. I don't got to show you nothing. Like, because you talking shit. You just trolling people, man. We don't do that. Say, salute your shorts. Yeah, exactly. No. Wait, wait a minute. Denver Drivers BMW Championship Week for the PGA, August 19th, 20th, Castle Pines. Oh, yeah. Friends and families. That's what's up. I'm ready to do that shit. This is what I'm sitting in second place for the season. The goal is to become the 2024 club champion. What do you got? Going on? I got a tournament this Saturday. I'll be posting the results Saturday night. What kind of tournament you got, man? What kind of tournament is that? I had 17 views the other night. I was like, what is happening while I was barbecuing? What do you mean? So when you doing your videos and stuff like that, you getting. I try to bounce around to everybody's channel, man, just to see what's out there. I like to see, what's going on. People have a lot of good information. I love it. Like, man, this thing is what? How high can it get in the middle of the night in AZ? Got to mess with ride share. Probably not good driving all night in over 100-degree weather. Yeah, because right now it says it's 97 on my laptop. Let me see what it says on my phone. Last time I updated was 12. Let's see what is it saying. It's saying 97 on the laptop, 96 on the phone. All right. Yeah, exactly. So, and usually, like I said, I'm driving around, it's like 80, 89, somewhere in that area. Man, it's still 96 degrees, almost 100 degrees. And you're right. I don't like passing with these sweaty nuts. It's like, I don't do that shit, man. Because that's the thing. When these people want to get in and out of your cars all the time and they don't want to go take a shower, that shit's not cool, man. I don't do that shit. That shit's not cool, man. You got to be considerate. You got to be courteous. And you got to realize I'm about to ride with some people who I don't know. It's worse than being in an elevator with people you don't know. In an elevator with people you don't know, if you stink for, let's say, the whole 45 seconds you was on this elevator, that's 45 seconds they got to endure your ass. 45 seconds. If you stink and you in a motherfucker's car for 20 minutes, that's a long ass time. And then you don't want them to run the AC. Hey, can you run the AC? So you recycling somebody's funk. So now that recycled funk is all in your cabin filter. It's all in your seats. That shit's blowing into your floors and your carpets. You got this recycled funk. So when you pick up the next person, you got to get that ozone. You got to get fucking air spray. You got to get all that funk up out of your car, man. And we don't get paid for that shit. We don't get paid to be off the apps. They'll pay us to pick up the next person. I'm like, I'm not picking up the next person with my car smelling like this because they don't think I smell like this. That shit ain't cool, man. What judges say is dead over here in Phoenix, 99 in the west side. Heading home now, can't convert anymore. Yeah, what time is it, 1:40? Hey, what do they got going on downtown tonight, man? It's Thursday night. You might want to, well, are you on the west side right now? You west. Yeah, if you was downtown, I'll tell you go stop by like Club Downtown. That's Latina's bar right there, Club Downtown. Oh, we got a clubhouse with plaques and all kinds of stuff. All right, bet. I see what you mean. Bass fishing, Barrington, riding reel. There you go. Frisco Dime YouTube channel. So many app loyalists, I swear, and charging fuckers like as high as hell so they can go on. The stock's going down, right? They were down 14% last time I checked, 14% from early this year. So I wonder how much lower they're gonna go. I keep forgetting I can go on this thing and see what Uber stock is. Let's see something real quick. Let's type some Uber shit in. Wait a minute. All right. It's fucking. Y'all got to realize I'm sitting in the swimming pool. I don't want to drop my motherfucking laptop, drop my keyboard in here. Let me see. Uber stock. STO. Let's see. Uber stock. This is Uber stock dips. Uber 11 hours ago. Uber stocks dips to $69.27, marking a 2.87% decrease. What's next for Uber? That was 11 hours ago. And yeah, so Uber stock has shown resilience with a year-to-date increase of 12.51. It's crazy to say it's got an increase of 12.51, but it's down 14% over the year. See, that's why I say I don't listen to these motherfuckers, man. I don't listen to these people. Yeah, they don't really show a whole lot. But I guess yesterday it went down almost 3% yesterday. So it went down about 3%. It lost $2.05 yesterday. Yeah. So I don't know. They're trying to pull some shit. They're really trying to do something. I don't like that. They're really trying to do something right now to keep this stock afloat. They're trying to do something to keep Lyft's at 11. Yeah. Lyft's at 11, Uber's at 69.27. They're doing something to try to keep this stock afloat, but this is what they're not telling investors. They're not telling investors that independent contractors are figuring out that we're independent contractors. They're not telling investors that because it's bad news. How could Uber and Lyft tell investors, hey, guess what? The drivers that we've been taking advantage of and the riders we've been taking advantage of, they figured it out. and all of our contracts are voidable, you know, and the courts are overturning a lot of the Prop 22 shit we got going. They're charging us, you know, we're paying restitution for all the crimes we're doing and shit like that in different places. Yeah, we're getting our asses handed to us right now, and drivers are figuring that out. But keep investing money into us. We're going to do well. How can you tell somebody you're going to do well when you've been running basically a criminal enterprise? The courts are telling you what you're doing is criminal. What you're doing, it results in restitution having to be paid. You're doing some criminal shit right now. So if you're doing criminal transactions, criminal business, but you're telling investors, oh, it's not criminal, everything's all good, keep giving enough money. No. People are figuring that shit out, man. People are they're figuring that shit out. You know you're in trouble when your passenger makes a stop at Walmart to get a big tube of Mondo. What is Mondo? What is that? I don't know what that is. Your Dogecoin is at 10 cents. What the hell? Yeah, I remember that shit was trading at a third of a penny a long time ago. It's going up. It's going up. They went over to AZ boarded a Laughlin the other night, and my Uber app changed and showed me all the events going on in Las Vegas. I kind of miss Las Vegas right now. Yeah, and that's the thing about Vegas, though. Vegas, driving in that market is going to get harder. I think it's going to get harder because you're going to have the apps trying to make everybody go EV, kind of like what they're doing up in New York right now, making everybody go EV. And there was a video I was watching of that shit happen to somebody. They got the EV drivers up in New York, the gas drivers in New York, and they've got it was something else that they had going on. It was EV, gas, and taxi. There you go. EV, gas, taxi. So up in New York, they're freezing out. They're locking the accounts. You know how Mary was telling us they're locking the accounts of the gas drivers to let the EV drivers make money. They're doing that on purpose. Well, now they're locking out Uber, period. Just Uber people, period. And they're leaving the taxi people online because people can get a taxi through Uber. So what they're doing is they're saying, hey, their drivers are standing next to each other. One is an Uber driver, one is a taxi driver with the Uber app on his taxi. And they're going, the Uber driver's like, I can't get online. It's a busy area, super busy. I can't get online. Taxi driver gets online, easy. Uber lets them online. That's the game right now. They're keeping Uber drivers offline. And if you got a gas car, you're really not going to get shit. You got an EV, you might get on. If you're in a taxi, you can still get online. Man, shit's crazy. Oh, you might live stream the entire club tournament? Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely live stream sports stuff. Because what a lot of the gamers do, a lot of the gamers that are watching, they're playing video games on their computer, but they're streaming shit like that. They're streaming all of the events going on, like, you know, sports, bass fishing, all this. And especially if you're narrating it as you're doing it, oh, yeah, they're gonna love it. They're going to love it. Was that Marcus got Uber shareholders preoccupied with some shit in Hong Kong? What's happening in Hong Kong? What's happening? Yeah, Darius Cautious-Shire just sold 4.5 million of his shares, the ride-hailing firms he heads. His first sale of Uber stock since January 2021. Yeah, because he knows what's going on right now. He knows that these companies are going downhill. They're going downhill. Okay, wait a minute. Anyone in Phoenix on Hum that doesn't want to drive all the way to Vegas, just get them to go to Wickiup, and I'll meet you and get the riders rest of the way. Teamwork. Bet. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Drive to Wickiup, drop them off there. You pick up in Wickiup, and it just split right there. Head back towards Phoenix. I like that. Was that Uber stock is dropping now that I've been converting almost every ride. It's addicting. Jesse, hey, where are you at right now? Are you at the house right now? You headed home right now? Because I wanted to talk to you about something, man. Or can you get on the live stream right now? If I put the link in, can you get on the live stream right now? Because I wanted to talk to you about something. Because so many people out there think they need like a black SUV. Oh, I don't have a black SUV, Jeff. I'm like, you don't need no fucking black SUV. Like, this light keeps killing me right here. I'm like, you don't need no black SUV. I'm like, everybody's out there converting in the cars they drive by talking to the riders, by making sure people realize that they're getting a better deal through converting. Don't think you need some luxury car to do this shit. You don't. All you need to do is have enough confidence in yourself to say, hey, listen, I'm not getting shit for this ride. And believe it or not, A lot of riders have been converted multiple times. They've been converted. Are you at the house? All right. Can you get on camera? Let me do something real quick. Let me see something. Control B. There you go. So I put the link there for you, man. So there's the link in there. Hit that up real quick. I'm because I got some questions, man. This shit was crazy. I want to see how you're out there doing it. I want to see, because I know the areas you work, and downtown is a very hard area. So I want to kind of let people hear kind of how you're finessing the areas and getting this money the right way out there. Exactly. Oh, a Toyota Cressida. Who the fuck wouldn't ride in a Cressida? That's history right there. Everybody's gonna ride in a Cressida. If you pull up in an 86 Cressida, people will walk up and be like, "Can I take a picture of your car?" Somebody probably offer you money for that shit. Like, "Hey, can I buy your Cressida off of you, man? I've been looking for one of these." And it's an 86 Cressida, man. That's the old school right there. But that's what it is. I tell people, you do not need some luxury car, some black SUV. You don't say your dollar amount, say your price, because right now the apps are selling, especially the black rides. They're making us drop down a Comfort and Excel. So because they know that the black SUVs are dropping down a Comfort and Excel, the apps know we could sell these rides for more and send the black SUV to these people. And they're going to think, damn, I'm glad I didn't choose black SUV because I got a black SUV on Excel, only paid $42 for it. But the Excel driver is only getting like 21. So you sold it for like $44, $45, but you're giving that Excel driver 21 to go 19 miles. And it's like, he's a black SUV driver. So I'm like, you don't need a black SUV to convert. Oh yeah, the Lexus LX, yeah. So you don't need a black SUV to convert. You need to realize what the apps are doing, what the apps are charging people. Because no matter what, whoever shows up, depending on what car you got, it don't make a difference. They're just saying, we're making sure we charge $45 for whoever takes this ride. It's going to be a black SUV. It's going to be a minivan. It could be a large car. Somebody's going to take this ride and we're getting the money and we ain't paying shit. That's why it's critical to learn how to convert. Very critical, man. Oh, yeah. Since when do you need a black SUV for private rides? I don't have one, although I have a small Mercedes 350 GLK, right? Like I said, I was doing that shit in my Jeep when my Jeep was stock. I was doing private rides in my Jeep when it was bone fucking stock. You don't need a black. The only thing you need a black SUV for is if you want to be on the apps and you want to be on the black SUV tier. That's the only reason why you need a black SUV. If you want to turn on your app and have that black SUV tier on there, then you can turn it on. Otherwise, you could just convert any ride and make the same amount of money as a black SUV driver is making. If a black SUV is making $300-$400 a day, you can make the same amount in a goddamn Chevy Lumina. You can make the same amount as a black SUV driver. And I think that's why a lot of black SUV drivers are pissed off right now, because they used to be able to brag. Oh, yeah, I drive a black SUV. I'm killing the game, motherfucker. You need to get a black SUV. I'm glad I got a 7-passenger. I can have a 7-passenger that's white. I can have a white 7-passenger instead of a black 7-passenger. I can have a brown-ass 7-passenger. All you need is the amount of seats. The amount of seats and how you're going to sell this ride is all you really need. The rest of that shit is elementary, man. Elementary. Get out there and get it. You can convert 18 to 40 all day in a Kia Sportage. Exactly. This is what? Did he freeze in a hot tub? Uh-oh. What happened? Did the app freeze up? Wait a minute. What happened? Can y'all still see me on here? Because I can still see like the timer moving and everything else like that. I don't know where you at. Oh, you mean you talking about Jesse? Did he freeze in a hot tub? I don't know where Jesse is. I don't know. Oh, it's lagging or it paused on my end. I don't know. It seemed like it's still going. Like it's the 3 hours is just rolling. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it was still moving on my end. All the comments were going and everything. I don't know why it lagged like that. Why it hit like that. Cool. You live. I know. I guess Jesse, I'm gonna have to catch him up on next live stream or something like that. He's probably at home like, man, I fell asleep, man. I fell asleep. Because, man, it's been like 3 hours. What is it? 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. I'm going to see something. Oh, it paused on your end too? Man, I don't know what the hell happened. That's crazy. My dog is looking at me up under the gate. He is so mad. He wants to come over here so bad. I know it, buddy. But you just crazy, Bear. You crazy, man. I can't let you over here. Okay, hold up for a second. Let me see something. Yep, it ain't no surge nowhere. At the airport, 6 to 10 drivers. It ain't nothing out there. Nothing out there on Lyft. Zero. 2 o'clock in the morning. Straight garbage. I just did a short skin, but looks like Hong Kong government is too smart to allow Uber to do what they're doing over there. Yeah, yeah. And that's what it is, man. If they're trying to get over in Hong Kong, because Hong Kong got Diddy. They got all that stuff over there. Jeff, you have pepper spray? No, I ain't got no pepper spray. Uh-oh, here it goes. Let's bring Jesse in. He's finally around. What up, Jess? What's good, brother?
What's up, man?
Well, where's my headset at? Oh, here it is, up here. I totally forgot. I had to wear these. You good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. That's what's up. That's what's up.
What's up, Jeff?
Oh, man. It's been too damn hot, man. You the one out there cruising, man. I give you all props on that shit.
Man, and you know me, I only come out in the nighttime. I'm sleeping during the day. It's too damn hot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And these people out there, man, I see these Uber and Lyft drivers. I'm like, y'all not getting no surge. There's no surge on the map anywhere. They're getting base fare doing this shit. I'm like, y'all are nuts for that, man. Straight nuts for that. There's no way in hell you're going to get me out there to do that shit. Not in the daytime.
Yep. But I got tired of that shit, man.
See, now what happened last night when you sent me that text message with that $60? What happened with that ride? What was that all about?
It was from that New Kids on the Block concert. So
okay.
It was an Uber, and then they wanted to pay me like $21 to take them to that Casino Arizona over there in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And then I called him, and then I was like, I'm right here on the side of the road on Palm Lane. And he's walking over to me, and I told him, hey, man, I got a proposition for you. He gets in the car, and he goes, what's up, man? I was like, hey, you want to convert it over to a cash ride? Yeah. He was like real cool. I was like, damn, that quick.
Yeah.
And then he goes, how much? And I just threw a number because, they only wanted to pay me like, it was like 21. And I was like, well, give me 35. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, I'm not like a
you're not trying to gouge nobody.
My car's just regular legit. I got leather seats and shit like that, but that's nothing special. But I was like, all right, 35, and he said cool. So I'm driving over there, and we're bumping and shit because I got a system in here, and we're bumping Tupac and stuff. And there were white people, and they were like jamming in the car, all liking it and stuff. And then we get there like, man, this is cool. And then they took my number down, and they were like, yeah. And then I told them about, I do private rides, and they said, yeah, definitely. And then I said, hey, you know what? I got if you have a bigger party of more than 4, I got connections to other people, other drivers who have bigger vehicles, so I can get you connected to them. And he goes, yeah. And they took my number down, and then he goes, here you go. And he gave me $60. I was like, damn. I told him 35. He gave me 60. I was like,
that's
all right,
what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. And see, and that's the thing, man. Did they even put surge out at the concert last night?
Yeah, like $4. I'm telling you, it was $21. So think about it. With the $4, what was it, 17 or something like that?
And that was at the because which event venue was that at? Because I mean, you're probably getting like $1 a mile even with that.
Yeah, that was at the one at the on 83rd and McDowell, that Talking Stick Amphitheater or whatever.
Yeah,
way out there.
Damn, man.
But yeah, they hooked me up, and then like right now, a little while ago, I turned it on, and then there was a ride that was right here by my house. It was a bar, so I pull up. It was Uber. It was like $9 to take them like up to the 101 and like 7th Avenue, and he jumps in and he wants to get in the car. I mean, he gets in the car and he wants to sit in the front. I was like, yeah, cool. And his wife sits in the back, and I was like, hey, I got a problem. And same thing, I've been practicing this, Jeff. I need to know how to talk to them. You got to feel confident in what you're doing. You got to know, not like show like you're scared how to, to talk to people. You got to be confident in yourself, know what you're worth, like you say.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I got a proposition for you, and do you want to do a cash ride, convert it over to cash? And he's like, yeah, definitely. He goes, we're all about helping you out. And then we were talking about the app and stuff like that. And they were like,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
fuck Uber and this and that. And then I told him 15, right?
Yeah.
And he gives me 25. Once again,
Man,
another. And it was,
that's what I'm
you know,
saying.
it wasn't even that far. They were cool. And they took my number down too. They were telling
But
me,
see, but
we're
just
going
think of how fast this shit is multiplying, though. How quickly you can actually say, you know, I can make it to $100 doing 3-4 rides now, instead
to.
of saying I got to do like, you know, averaging about $7-8 a ride. I got to do 13-14 damn rides just to make $100. You can knock
Right.
that shit out in 3 rides. You're at 100 already. It's like, dude, I like that, man. I like that.
I did 3 rides, like 2 last night and then 1 today. And I was telling my son, and I picked him up from work, and I was like explaining to him, I was like, I did 3 rides. I already made $100. I said, normally if I leave it on the app, how many rides I got to do? 12, 15, just to get a fucking $100. I was like, man, that's what I was getting tired of, man.
These
And
pigeons, man, they don't figure it out yet. They ain't figured it out yet, man.
And Jeff, you know how I send you that little screenshot of what was it, McFly, when he's sitting with his dad, Marty McFly, and he's talking to his dad, and his dad's all like, I don't know if I can take that rejection. And you know, and I felt like that, you know what I mean? For the longest time, I'm like, man, I don't know if, you know, I want to tell this person that. But you know, you got to get over that shit, man.
Yeah.
Enough is enough, man.
You got to be willing to take the rejection, because like I said, the rider has to realize they're going to take rejection too. Because if you tell me no, I might have to tell you got to go. You got to get out. I'm sorry, I can't do the ride. So they've got to be willing to deal with rejection as well. So it's a situation when they get an Uber, especially now in 2024, drivers are waking up. We're not playing that bullshit. We're waking up. So people are going to start getting in cars multiple times. They use Uber every weekend, Lyft every weekend. They're going to start hearing a lot of different drivers say, hey, listen, I'm only getting paid $9. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the ride, but they're not paying me enough. Is it okay if I just cancel this and, you know, just pay me cash, something like that? Oh, yeah, sure. Let's do it. We got to start doing that. Like I said, so and with that money, people want to help the community out. People want to do stuff for us like that. So I love the fact, I love your stories, man. Because like I said, every time you text me and tell me, hey, man, just converted another one, I'm like, there you go. Keep that shit up, man. Keep it up. Don't let up. Don't let up.
I was just coming back right now, too, from Surprise, and I picked them up right here, like on 43rd, another $35. And you know, at first I was thinking he's probably gonna tell me no. He jumped in, and I told him, and he goes, I don't have cash. And I was like, Zelle, Cash App, and I was like, yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
Address. You know, and I'm like, you know, I'm like kind of surprised, like, you know, damn, it's that quick, and nobody's told me no so far, so I'm feeling good. I'm like,
man. Because they know what's really going on, man. Everybody knows what's really going on out there. These apps cannot keep tricking people to make them think that we're getting all this money they're paying. We've opened up the game now. And that's why Uber is sitting around going, hey, man, you guys want to come back to the table and kind of rejoin the community? What you mean rejoin the community? Motherfucker, y'all the ones who started this damn war. We just letting y'all know we in it like this. And they don't know how to respond to it, because riders are now on our side. Riders are like, wow, corporate is doing you guys like that. Wow, we didn't know that. And now Uber don't know what to do. So they sending out emails to everybody. Please stop doing this. You guys stop. No, y'all stock in the tank now. Now we know what's up.
Oh, you know the guy that I picked up at the bar right now, and he hands me his phone. He goes, what do I do? And then I looked at it. So Uber, you know, when I cancel and then he has to cancel, right? I look to see what it says, and it gives the customer a couple options, like, did you want to cancel? Did the driver ask you to cancel? And I'm like, yeah. And so I scroll down to the bottom, other, you know what I mean? I went ahead and hit other for him. I was like, hey, I went ahead and put other, you know, so now I know, you know, when I tell the customer on Uber, make sure you know, just hit other, because these motherfuckers all want to know, you know, if the driver's asking you to cancel. But man, screw them.
Exactly. It's like, you know, if we are here to make money and we're really trying to do this the right way, and the apps don't want to sit down and negotiate, they want to act like drivers have to take what they're giving us, then we're going to go straight to the source. We're going straight to the riders. We're not messing with these apps no more. We're not asking you to sit at the table no more, because we've asked enough times. and you said, no, we don't want to sit at the table with you guys. Just take the money. All right. You're going to regret that shit. Trust me. You're going to regret that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
You don't have those one fruit bats flying around you?
No.
When I used to go swimming back in the day, I lived downtown Phoenix, and there was an apartment complex in front of my house, and we used to go swimming there. As a kid, my sisters used to scare the shit out of me. The bats are gonna attack you, but later on, I found out they were only fruit bats. Man, they weren't gonna attack me. They were just, coming in the water. But I was thinking that I didn't even know you were live. I just, opened up the app, the YouTube, and I saw you. I was like, "Is Jeff in the pool?"
Like, no, this is a what do you call them screens? A green screen behind me. I'm not really in the pool. No, I'm just kidding. This is a green screen. What do you mean? I wouldn't be in a fucking pool.
I know. I'm a hologram.
Oh no, for real. I'm a hologram, man. I'm actually sitting in the house now. My dog, he's mad. He wants to come over here so bad. He's like, man, I don't believe you was in the pool the whole time and you didn't let me in. Sorry, man. I want you to get my computers wet. Sorry, dude. Get back. Yeah, man. But no.
Another thing, man. I want to tell you, like I told you last night, I kept on saying, man.
No. I was dying laughing.
But you know what, man? I think you do so much. And I told you, man, when I met you and stuff, you're blessed, bro. You are blessed, and you help us out so much, brother. Man. I really appreciate what you do, man. And then, you talk to people and you're trying to help us out. It's not about just you, man. Like, you're trying to help us make money.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, brother. I'm just trying to show people the true value of who we are, man, because I'm tired of people, getting in our cars, not understanding. We working on these cars ourselves. We're up under them, changing oil. We're trying to make sure, logistics is tight for our community and everything. We have value. And I just want to show drivers, you have so much value, but nobody's going to know it until you speak up on it yourself. Once you speak up on your value, people want to give you that value. They don't care about these apps. The apps are just like a lead finding service. The apps are like, hey, I need a ride. Hey, well, I'll find a driver for you. But once they find the driver that they found, they're treating them like shit. They're not paying that driver well. They're treating that driver like a slave. Got him out in this heat, busting tires and shit like that, not giving us any money out of what the rider is paying. Once these riders know that,
driving around in their Honda Elantras with their front suspension all jacked up like mine. I gotta come up with the money, man.
Man,
making peanuts is not enough, bro, to pay for that.
How much did they tell you how much they wanted for that front suspension?
Well, you remember you gave me a quote, but I haven't even called over there. I was like, man, it's gonna be about the same amount, like $400 or $300. You told me on the parts.
Yeah, because if you can just get the rebuild, the whole kit, then you're good.
Yeah, but you know what? I just tell people, hey, man, just put your seatbelt on. It's like a lowrider. We be hopping up and down and
like hitting the highway like this, like bouncing and shit like this. That's funny, but that's sometimes what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. Like just keep grinding it out till you get the money. Throw a little bit to the side all the time. Throw a little bit to the side.
Yeah, and then you know what too? My boy is he's heading to NAU on the 4th. He's moving up there and gonna go to school.
Okay.
And I've been trying to get a little bit of money for him because he needs some money for just to start him off for the first few months. And but I've been trying to get some money for him too. And it just like you said, everybody's struggling. And with these apps, man, not paying us. And I was talking to a customer yesterday about why I do it. I enjoy what I do. I like driving people around, man. I enjoy talking to people. This is like my career. Why is it, they're affecting us by changing the pay on us, man? If I enjoy this, because, you got people who be like, well, get another job, find a different kind of, no, you know what? Maybe this is my career. This is what I want to do. It ain't fair that they're taking away from us. And that's not cool, man, the way they be doing it like that, man. So, and
they're doing it. They're getting too many people involved in the pot right now because they know riders, because they used to know how much they tipped and everything. So now they know what the rider is willing to pay. And they're like, hey, we got a huge market, a huge markup space where we can get other people involved. But we're going to spread rides out. We can get third parties to sell rides now. The third party sells a ride. They become an affiliate for us, a partner with us. And now we got to give them a cut of the money. But what about the driver? Well, the driver's going to do it for what they do it for. We're never going to increase driver pay. We're going to actually decrease it. We're going to stop giving them surges, stop giving them streaks, pay them less. They're going to be forced to do it, or else they're going to go broke. So that's how you keep them being a pigeon. Say, hey, man, you got to keep driving. You got to pay for this car. You got to do 50 rides a week instead of 30 rides a week. They never banked on drivers saying, fuck this, I'm converting it. They never banked on that part. It's like, so this is throwing a wrench into all of their plans. Now they sitting around like, oh shit, these guys' cancel rates are going through the roof right now. It's like, yep.
They're realizing that, you know, a lot of drivers are waking up and they're like, fuck them. You know, that's not cool, man. We do all the work, you know, we take care of our cars, you know, we have a lot of pride in our cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we deal with a lot, you know, being out on the streets and traffic and you know, so the way some of the customers are, the way they treat you sometimes, like they try to, you know, make you feel like shit at times, you know, because they feel like they're above you. But sometimes you just dealing with the public, you got to have thick skin. If you ain't got thick skin, you're not going to make it in this business.
Oh,
so
yeah.
for me, like when somebody gets in my car and they try to be like an asshole or whatever, I don't take it personal. I just like, you know what, 20 minutes, this motherfucker's out of my car. So that's the way.
You get them, man. You get them. They try to belittle you. Like, I don't know what you went through today for you to jump in the car and try to belittle me. This shit's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work.
Yeah,
so like
the other night I had some girl. She came out of this house like running to the car, and she had like a long shirt on.
Uh-oh, it locked up on you. Uh-oh. Is that my screen or that's your screen? Uh-oh.
And she's all, hurry up, drive. And I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get shot.
No. Hell no.
About that one video, I was like, man, we're gonna get shot.
But, oh yeah, like that. Yeah, nope. You got to get out. I'm not outrunning nobody. You got to get out.
I had picked that girl up one time before. She works at Fry's, and then so I remembered, you know, her address because, you know, sometimes you do remember some customers and their names or whatever. And when I picked her up, I was like, this is the same girl that I took to Fry's. But when I pulled up, then she came out running out of this house like something's wrong. And then she jumped in the car, she closed the door, hurry up, drive. And I looked back and I was like, thought to myself, we getting shot at? I just pushed it.
Shit. Hey, I'll pill out now and I'll ask questions later. Pill out now, get around the corner, get out, goddamn it, get out. Yeah, man, forget that.
But that's the thing that, you know, some of the situations we come across, you know, as drivers, we're at risk, you know, and the apps, you know, Uber and Lyft, they don't care about that, man. They just care about them themselves and, you know, patting their pockets.
And that's what it is, man. And once these riders, because a lot of these riders thought because we got nice cars, because we're out making money and stuff, that what they're paying, we're all getting. They really thought that. And they'd be like, wow, that's all you getting out of that payment? I'm like, yeah. And that freaks them the fuck out. Like, wait a minute. We just paid like $76 for this ride. You telling me you're getting $32 out of the 76? Yeah, I'm getting 32. So that's why I told you I'd take 60 for it. Oh, well, shit, here. Do the ride and give you 70 anyways. Here's 70. Like, damn, thanks you, bro. I appreciate that. Because it pisses them off to know that they just got played like that. Because they thinking it's like I said, it's like going to the grocery store. If you got $25 worth of shit in your basket and you get ready to check out and you hit cash out and that shit says $55, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, it's only $25 worth of shit in my, oh, well, there's taxes and fees and everything. You'd be like, well, I'm not buying this then because I'm only buying $25 worth of stuff. That's how it feels when they get a ride. They see a ride like, hey, man, I was willing to pay the $75, but I thought the driver was getting most of it. To find out the driver's only getting like $32 out of $75, dude, that's wrong. I'm not paying y'all $43 in fees. It's like, no, I'm not doing it. It's like that's why it helps, man. That's why it helps.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're out there getting it in, though, brother. I'm glad you're out there getting it in, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go and eat something real quick. I'll probably come back out in a little bit, but right now it starts dying out around this time until like about maybe 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's about 2, so I'm about to jump my ass up out of this pool, go in here, shower real quick. I'm gonna eat some, shower, and I gotta end up, you know, starting my airport shit because airport starts up about 3:30. So, and especially in the Tempe area and all that, out here in Arizona Grand, so I'm gonna end up cranking the truck up. I gotta run and get some gas in it because I only got 47 miles till empty. I've been driving that shit for days. And it's like, go put some gas in this, grab me something to eat, shower up, man, see if I can get out there because it's only 2:13, so I got about an hour to get myself together and clean this truck up and get out there. So hell yeah, man.
I'm probably gonna go back in. When I go in, I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna try to I've been trying to make a. I don't know. Well, you've seen that little video I did on my Facebook, but I did it off of TikTok.
Yeah,
Um, I took another picture of my car, but I was talking to my son, my other son. I was like, let's go somewhere to the park or something so we can, like, the mountains or something like that, take some good pictures of the car. And then with my lights, because I got lights in here and then I got my little TVs and stuff. And
yeah.
I have a Fire Stick right here. I don't know if you see it right here, but I got a Fire
What?
Stick. Yeah.
So
So
you can
I
play
can play,
videos and shit.
yeah, videos, YouTube, uh, any movie you want to see. Um, I got it, man. I got the whole
Man,
damn
I
thing.
gotta come check your setup out. You ain't had it last time I ran into you.
Yeah, look, hold on.
I saw the, I think I saw the TVs, but I never saw you had the Fire Stick and all that shit.
Oh, you see it right there.
Oh, the headrest. Okay,
Yeah,
I see
there's the
you. I
headrest.
see you. So you
There's
can
the
sit there and
headrest.
play movies as people drive around.
Yeah, I
That's
had you
some
on
slick shit.
I had you on the little screen right here when I was driving right now too. I had it playing right here on my monitor.
Yeah.
That's how
Oh, bro.
I seen you when I was gonna play some videos, like music videos, but then
Yeah.
your stream popped up. I was like, Jeff's on right now, and I see you with the
Late.
shirt. I was like, where's he at?
Like motherfuckers in the pool. I'm in the pool. God damn it. It's hot as shit out here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
took some
man. I
pictures
gotta
of.
I gotta do that. I would love to play movies as I drive around. That would be cool. That's some dope shit right there, man.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
this is my idea, like of when I take people to like sporting events and during football and basketball season,
Yeah.
I can have the game on. I have a Fire Stick in here, and then I have like a little hotspot for the internet, and I can play the game. While it's on,
Yeah.
and we're going over there. They can check out another game, red zone, whatever, baseball game. I got it all, bro.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. I'm gonna look into getting something like that. I probably got to get new headrests and all that stuff. But man, that's dope right there. That's clean right there.
The headrests I found them on. Um, there's a place called Slanging Jays or something like that in Mesa. They have like a
Yeah.
big ass blowout sale on the 4th of what is it? 420. They call it a 420
Yeah.
sale, and they had them sell for $25, bro. Each. They run
Damn.
118. I got them
And you
for
got them for
50 bucks.
25 bucks. Man, you should have bought like all of them and just had them in the garage, sell them to everybody. That was your investment right there.
Hey, I already did that kind of stuff, man. You know those Amazon bin stores?
Yeah.
Well, they call them Black Friday stores or whatever.
Oh
You
yeah.
go in there and you pay, some of that stuff is like $5 or whatever. I had got a couple of things like a microwave for like, and the microwave was like $99, but I paid $8. I turned around and sold it for $40. Put it on
Damn.
offer up. You could do that, you know what I mean? But you just got to do your research on some of the stuff that you find in there,
Yeah.
see if it's any kind of value, and then turn around and make a little profit off of it. But
Yeah.
man, I did that for a while, but I don't know. It's
Shoot.
just too much work trying to fight people in the damn stores. And,
I'm telling you, man. It's like, nah, I'd rather just do that shit online. Do it online, get it out the way. Yeah, man. Well, all right, just man, I'm gonna let you get going. I gotta get my ass up out of this pool, man. I gotta get in here. I gotta get all this shit up, take it in the house so I can hurry up and get ready so I can start driving in a bit. But no, I just wanted to hear
so
about the other night, yeah, when you was out cruising doing that, man.
cool. But yeah, man, it was good talking to you. And 300, stay up. And Mary,
That's
what's up, Mary? I know she's not on right now. She probably
that,
sleeps.
it's in New York. She probably just waking up. It's in New York
No,
right now.
she's like, who's Jesse? Well, that's Jesse right there.
Exactly. That's Jesse right there. Like shit. Man. All right, brother. Hey, man, you be easy out there, my man. I'm going to chat with y'all tomorrow. Hey, everybody, thank y'all for hitting up the chat today in this live stream. I know it was a crazy one, but hey, tomorrow I might be back in the lab tomorrow, but I had to come out in the pool today. Had to get out here today. But man, much love, much respect. I'll end up, whoops, I ended up putting the wrong one on there. There we go. Much love, much respect on y'all, man, for rocking with me on this crazy live stream. Me sitting out in the damn swimming pool, looking like I'm in CGI or some shit. Like, is that real? Like, yeah, it's real, motherfucker. I got water out here. Look at this shit. It's real. Somebody gonna be like, wait a minute. That's a green screen, motherfucker. That's a green. No, it's not a green screen. It's a green pool, dog. The water's blue, but it looks green because of the way the night is. But let's go get that money, y'all. Hey, if y'all gonna be up driving, convert. Hey, let these apps see how we really do out there. We the 300. They trying to get us to come back to the table. We already told them we'll come back to the table, but the only way we coming back is if we getting paid. We ain't seeing no streaks. We ain't seeing no challenges. We ain't seeing no quests. We out here making all this money. They involved way too many people in the pot. They got people out here right now, third party rides, second and third party. No, we're not doing all that. You got too many people involved in the pot. If you ain't contracting straight up with us, if we ain't doing it straight up, we going straight to the riders. We're going to get that money like that. So, hey, appreciate you guys. Man, once again, hey, Abby, be out there in Western Arizona. Hey, keep hum rolling out there. He talked about you on the Zoom the other day. He says, hey, we actually had a hum ride out in Western Arizona. What? I was like, hey, we know who that is. That's what's up. So we flipped the table over like Jesus with the money changes. Jesus with the money changes. Like, blam, we're out of here. We want to get this money our way, damn it. No, but man, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get my ass up out of here. Good night, Miss Abby Twin. Hey, it was only a 3.5 hour live stream, but I'm going to try to go gas this truck up, see if I can make me some money before the sun comes up, because I'm not driving in the daytime. They out their damn mind.